Yeah. We got them things on us. You know we got them things on us. My guns be making crazy sounds when they go off.
Yes, queen.
Don't be mad cause my gun go Don't be mad cause my gun go
Yes, queen.
Don't be mad cause my gun goes oh shit. Don't be mad cause my gun be getting gay as fucking shit. Don't be fucking mad I got gay guns in this bitch. Yeah, we got pride, I'ma put it to the side. I'ma let this shit slide. When that shit get to spitting, it be purring like a kitten. It go that shit bustin'. Who you trustin'? Yeah, guns, I like to bake 'em muffins. Cause they sweet and they nice. But they gay as fuck and they will end your life. Gun be going, gun be going, ooh, gun be going, oh shit. That gun be going crazy when I pull that bitch. Yeah, my gun be getting crazy when I pull that bitch. Don't be mad cause my guns go,
Yes, queen.
Don't be mad cause my guns go,
Yes, queen.
Don't be mad cause my guns go, fuck. Don't be mad cause my guns go.
My gun pink, and that's the way I like it. It gets all excited when I bite it. It be like, don't touch me, don't pull my hair. But then I take it to the block and bust it in the air. I'm like, girl, it's trans, it's non-binary. And if I pull it from my waist, it's gonna get scary. Tell them that's what it says when it's outside. Everybody's scared, and I don't really give a fuck. I don't really care. Ooh, it's go, it goes, it's jizzy. And if I quick it out my hip, it's gonna get busy.
Yes, queen.
Don't be mad cause my guns go, Don't be mad cause my guns go, Don't be mad cause these guns go, Fuck.
Yes, queen.
Don't be mad cause them guns still going, Don't be mad because my gun goes, I'm tired.
Yes, queen.
I'll be mad because my guns are like, you're always with your friends. Don't be mad because my gun goes,
My guns don't give a fuck. My guns get everybody touched. My guns go, in your butt. My guns will nut all up in your face. My guns will nut all over the place without a trace. My guns go, toot toot tooty toot tooty 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 toot in your face. What's up? Yeah, you get the skuts from my fucking gun when it goes knife. One time with my guns going skip Ricky.
oh fuck shit.
Yes,
That's what I'm
queen.
talking about.
Yes, queen.
I'd be more scared of a gay gun than a straight gun.
Yeah,
I feel like gay guns have less to lose.
Yeah, and
There's more sass.
It would be extra emotional.
Yeah, I feel like a gay gun shoots to kill. Straight guns like shoot to scare.
Yeah, straight guns aren't scary.
No, if someone pulled out a really gay gun, I'd be more afraid of it. Not because I'm like homophobic.
No, me neither.
you know,
No,
you
I
guys
don't
know
mean
what I'm
scary
saying.
like that. I mean like there's just more passion there.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Straight guns are boring.
Yeah, I think rappers are also just running out of noises for their guns.
Yeah, that too. Let's get a little bit of flavor in there.
Yeah,
Everything's boom, boom, boom. Everything's scrack, crack, crack.
yeah. Why can't it be boom, boom, boom?
Yeah, I want a little bit of. I wanted just a little bit of like.
What's the new track? That Bo.
Bo, bo, bo.
You know what I'm talking about?
Which one?
It's like Savage's cousin or nephew or what's the name of that song?
It's like 12 Savage. Boom, bow.
Underage Savage.
It's just reverse numbers.
Bow.
That guy only has one ad lib. It's ridiculous.
21.
That's it.
Yeah,
I think people know at this point.
and pussy.
Yeah, he does say.
I like when he says pussy. I like 21 Savage.
I like him too. I think he's. I don't know if he's the best rapper alive.
No, he. I think he took a gun to like third grade one time, and they found it in his backpack.
Jesus, isn't he from like London?
I think he was born there, and then he moved to Atlanta.
Oh, is he English? I didn't know that.
Yeah. And
Well,
then
yeah.
Donald Trump like got him deported.
Oh, you got him. Is that what happened?
Yeah, I think Trump got him deported.
Holy shit! I
And
didn't
then
know.
he had to go live in London for a little.
Young Nudie.
Oh, Young Nudie. Yeah.
That track is everywhere right now.
Yeah, Young Nudie's got bangers.
Does he?
Yeah, he's got a couple bangers.
I haven't heard of him.
I feel like rappers now are the least amount gangsta as they've ever been.
Who's the?
Oh yeah, it's so different now. Like I was looking at another guy named like Yeet or whatever, that guy Yeet that's
yeah,
blowing up.
Lil Yeet.
Yeah, like he came out. He looked like the fucking Gimp from Pulp Fiction. He was like in the what's it called?
Leather
The
suit.
What's the
S&M?
the ski mask called? The Pooh Shiesty?
The Pusheist.
Yeah, he came out in the Pooh Shiest, and it was just like it was weird, but he was crushing it.
Yeah, no, a lot of people like Lil Yeet, dude. Lil Yeet is big. I feel like you don't have to be gangster anymore to like be a rapper, though.
No, you don't.
No, but what rappers do you think have the most? Let's look up rappers who have the most criminal convictions.
Right. Or who do we think it should we? I'm trying to think of who I think are the most gangster rappers over time, right? Over a period of time. Like
Yeah.
who was down with the shits.
I have a list right here that I just looked up.
Right.
And number one, and I don't know if this doesn't sound accurate.
C-Murder.
Lil One. No, C-Murder's on here though.
Yeah, he shot somebody in the face apparently.
Yeah, sure did. It goes Lil Wayne 1, Gucci Mane 2, Cassidy 3, Tupac 4. That's not true. This isn't accurate.
Well, Gucci Mane has a body. Confirmed. So he's going to be high on my list regardless.
Yeah.
And then he did it in front of Jeezy's face during the verses. Do you remember that?
Yeah, that was really
That
intense.
was really scary.
Actually,
What did he
like,
do?
they did a verses, and Gucci Mane has a song out against Young Jeezy about his friend that he killed.
Oh yeah, that's
And
right.
then
I
he
heard about
performed
that.
it live in front of him when they were doing the verses, and he was like, "And now he's in the ground, boy." And then looked at Young Jeezy. It was so weird.
Sent him back home in the dirt, smoking on Puka Loke tonight.
Yeah, yeah.
I started like I almost turned my phone off. I was like, "This is too awkward."
Yeah, it was really. It was like gangster social awkwardness.
Yeah, it was almost like it was too gangster for me to even be a part of it. So I had to leave.
It was a while. And shout out to Young Jeezy though. I mean, I know a lot of people were questioning his for just like sitting there and taking it, but like they're grown, they're old, they're in their 30s.
Yeah.
So if I had to, I put Gucci Mane on my list. Cassidy killed somebody too.
Yeah, he
so
did.
I'm gonna put him on
The
there.
baby killed somebody at Walmart.
The baby, yeah, I feel like the baby's about that life. He killed somebody.
Yeah.
Heard King Von was the roughest, toughest Ross-clat in like all of music.
Well, yeah. Well, he was like he was a serial killer. That's
Yeah,
the thing
that's-
about King Von. I think King Von takes everybody. I think he's killed
Yeah,
the
I
most.
Wait, did
think
you really kill that? Did you
Yeah,
really kill people
apparently.
like that?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. He's like a pretty boy looking guy, so I didn't
Yeah,
know
he
what
was.
yeah.
He was, yeah. But yeah, apparently there was a whole documentary that this guy like Trap Lore Ross. He's like this English guy on YouTube.
Yeah.
That does like about like people's beefs and like where they came from, the genesis, or like who like these rappers really were. If you've ever seen this, I watched the whole documentary. Like apparently this kid King Von killed like 20 people.
Yeah,
like
what the
easily,
hell?
and would like tweet about it. He's like, "Yeah, we outside the net,"
Oh Jesus.
and like killed a ton of people.
That's
Yeah, it
wild.
says King Von rap's first serial killer.
So, yeah, see. So apparently he was a serial killer. I hate to speak ill of the dead, but when you kill a
Yeah.
bunch of people, I don't really care.
It's a topic.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm thinking most gangster rappers who I thought did something, I don't know. Like, I'm thinking about guys who really threw down and weren't like, I don't know. I know people make fun of me with the game a lot, but I feel like the game was usually maybe not guns and shit, but I knew he would like throw down with the fist.
Him and
shit.
50 had a shootout outside of Hot 97.
Yeah, he shot out. His people shot at 50's studio.
Yeah,
or
well,
whatever it was.
They were coming out of Hot 97, and it was like a huge snowstorm that day.
Right.
And they ended up like shooting at each other.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, it was all over the news. Like, yeah, and then like they met with like Minister Farrakhan to like squash the beef.
Just a bunch of bloods going at it with G Unit.
It's so wild when like the higher names like Jesse James or someone will get involved, or like Al.
I love that you just thought to say Jesse Jackson.
Oh,
but you said
Jesse Jackson. When I say
James.
Jesse James, Jesus Christ, Jesse James.
Did he ride by on his horse?
Yeah. He's like, guys, stop this.
Come on now. Let's rob a train.
Jesse
Jesse
James,
James.
Jesse Jackson, and Al Sharpton.
Yeah.
It's usually like Al. I feel like they call up and they're just like, all right, you guys got it. But
I think the pecking order is Farrakhan,
yeah,
Sharpton, then Jackson.
I don't even know if they really get Jesse Jackson for that kind of stuff. But it's usually like Al Sharpton will be involved in that.
Yeah,
Usually,
Jesse
like, you guys
Jackson's
need
been
to chill
around
out.
for forever though.
All their call fucking like Russell Simmons.
Yeah, Russ
he
can
just, like-
squash a beef.
Yeah.
Didn't he like date his wife when she was like 12?
Who's that?
Coco or
Kimora Lee.
Kimora?
Can you look at when they first started dating, how old Kimora Lee was and how old Russell Simmons was? Am I blacklisting myself already? Say goodbye to the music business.
Yeah, you're out.
I'll never be in the music business ever in my life.
No, I mean, people try to cancel him anyway recently.
Yeah.
So you're not the only one.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, he's on his way out. I'm on my way in. But I think he started dating her when she was like 16 or something.
Yeah, she was young.
She was a model, right?
Yeah, Kimora Lee Simmons.
Baby fat.
They first met in '92.
All right, when was she born?
Yeah, so that's
First met in 92. I'm guessing she was born in like 76.
Lee was 17,
That's not.
and Simmons was 35.
That's the problem.
That's the problem.
Yeah, that's
if he was like 25 and she was 17, you
Maybe
get away
I
with
could
it.
swing it.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's a little
because
fucking
like things
intense.
were different, I guess, back then in like
Yeah.
the 90s or whatever. I don't know. Jerry Seinfeld dated like an 18-year-old and he was like 40 something
They
years
all
old.
did. That shit's been happening in music forever. Fucking Jimmy Page from Led Zeppelin like kidnapped a chick for like 5 days. Didn't do a fucking hour of jail.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's just.
Steven Tyler did something like that too, though.
I wouldn't doubt it. Kidnapping each other's buttholes.
She was like 15, and then he married her,
Yeah,
and he took her on tour and shit.
Yeah, Chuck Berry got in trouble for that shit all the time.
Yeah.
Chuck Berry was known to be like the biggest piece of shit in music ever. Everybody said that worked with him said he was the hugest.
And they definitely have
scumbag.
songs with titles that are like "Little Girl," you know, I love you so much.
yeah. a lot of their songs were super creepy. And
Remember,
gross.
we did an episode on that when we were
Yeah.
talking about creepy ass songs from like the 60s.
Oh, they're all so creepy. Sitting on the corner, watching all the girls go by.
Yeah.
Can't go to jail for what you're thinking. Yeah.
yeah, like that shit is
Dean
like you
Martin.
can't. There's
Fucking
no
Dean
way.
Martin.
Yeah,
Oh, is that Dean Martin that did
Those
that?
guys all.
It's Dean Martin.
Those guys. Elvis's wife was like 14 or
Yeah,
something.
Priscilla Presley.
Yeah, she was like 15.
Like,
or
I could have
14.
had anybody. What's so weird?
I think when they just get that rich,
Yeah.
they just like that, like the manipulation factor that they could do to
Yeah.
a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can manipulate a 14-year-old before you can manipulate a 20-year-old. There's something weird that they get off on.
Yeah,
They're getting off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
I don't know why I said it
It's
that
like a power. It's like
I
a
said
power
it that
trip. It's like a
hard.
power trip.
Yeah, it is a power trip because it's like, I'll be your daddy now.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. You never know how
Oh,
much.
what's wrong? I got you. Oh, shook up.
I'll be your daddy.
Get in on the side of you, you know.
Come on. Take off your blue suede underwear.
Shut up. Okay, you're 14.
Come on.
The best impression is Jack White's impression of him.
That's karate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
And
like,
only two.
watch
people-
out now.
And only two kinds of people know: the Chinese and the King, and I'm one of them.
I think no, but Elvis was like super into karate. Apparently,
Yeah.
that was his thing. Like he loved karate.
Yeah, and he was in the war too, I think.
He was in the war.
Whatever war it was. I don't
That
know.
was kind of wild though too. If you go back then, like those guys all had to go to the war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Ted Williams, like the baseball player for Boston Red Sox, he hit like
DiMaggio.
400. Joe DiMaggio, all those guys, they all had to like go fight in the war for like 2 years. So they lost like 2 years of their career to like kill people.
But they were probably like PC'd out. Like they didn't have them in like. You think they had them in regular like infantry like fighting frontline shit?
No, but if you think about it though, imagine if we had to do something and LeBron James had to take 2 years off to like go defend the country. That would still be weird.
Dude, LeBron. Would be
Yeah,
a
but at the
monster.
time it wasn't for that anybody else. Everyone was. It was cool for everyone to just be like, oh, they're going to serve their country. Who gives a shit? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it was like an everyday thing. Now, if it happened now, of course we'd be like, what the fuck? Everyone would freak out.
I think that they were talking about like drafting people back in the 90s, like during the Persian Gulf.
Yeah, I'm sure
Like they
they
were
did a
talking
few
about doing
times.
that. Like, but other than that, I think, I think all those guys loved 15-year-old girls. Anyone from that era loved a 15-year-old girl.
Yeah, the older dudes were fucking weird. Also, there's just certain states where it's like still like
Yeah, where it's
weird as
still
fuck.
where it's still legal.
If you look up, even in I think it was Japan, they just put the age up because people were starting to get weirded out by what the actual age is. It was like it went from like 15 to 16.
And they like lost their minds. Ugh.
No, I think they just did it because people were like, "What the fuck? This is weird." So
Yeah.
they finally went up in age, but it's like 16 is still fucking. I don't know, whatever. That's my opinion, but yeah, I think they went up to like 16, but it was like 15 was like consent or something like that.
That's pretty crazy. That's still
I think it was
outlandish.
Japan. Yeah.
Imagine seeing like a 16-year-old girl right now. Like, it's so weird because anytime I see a younger generation, I'm like, did we look that young?
Yeah,
you did.
people. Yeah, it's when I see them, I'm like, God, they look like babies, and I guess we were babies. I always felt like everything was older back then too. I thought Tupac was like 56.
Yeah, it's true.
Every time even when I look at him,
right?
yeah,
26?
he was. Yeah, but even when I look at him now, I'm like, okay, yeah, he's young guy there, but he still looks older in my brain. It's weird.
You know when I notice it? When I'm watching like NCAA sports. When I see them, I used to look at those dudes and be like, these guys look like grown-ass men.
Yeah.
Now I look at them and I'm like, these dudes look like children.
But they kind of did though. You know, like seeing Juwan Howard in them, they look like grown ass fucking. I mean, they're adults, but
Yeah, dude.
in college they looked so. They looked like they were like fucking 40 with like a fucking 401 and shit. They just looked so.
Roger
fucking
Maris,
old.
like
Yeah.
Roger Maris on the Yankees, he looked like he was 52-year-old like steel miner.
Yeah.
But he was like 27 and like hitting home runs.
Yeah, everyone just. I feel like everyone looked more mature then. But then as you get older, I think once you reach fucking 70, you're like, damn, everything's young.
How old do you think you look?
I feel like I look like I'm like 30.
Like 30 years old?
Yeah.
Or in your 30s?
I think I look like I'm like in my 30s. Some people think I'm 28, 29 sometimes.
Okay. How old do you think you look?
I think I look 38 to I think I look like 4 or 5 years younger than my actual age. I get 37, 38 a lot, 40 sometimes is like the ceiling. When I tell people I'm 43, they don't really believe it.
Okay. 43. I feel like I look 34.
Yeah, I would say both you guys look your age.
I think
You
I
get
look
what
my age.
Yeah.
I think
Michael looks younger though,
at some
than
point.
37.
Yeah.
Yeah. Until I take the hat off, then everyone's just like,
Yeah, you go up to 42 with that.
yeah, because we had a friend in high school who was balding very early, and he looked fucking 36.
Yeah.
And he did 36-year-old shit. He was like a mechanic already. We were like, dude, aren't you like 16?
He probably
was
was
like, yeah.
36. We had one kid in our school that had it wasn't alopecia, but he just had very thin hair.
Yeah.
And he was like 14, and you could like like Trey Young's hair. He had Trey Young hair.
Yeah.
So you could see like all the way down to his scalp. Like it was fucking weird.
Yeah. Also, do you think Trey should just like for people like that, do you think they should just cut that shit? Just do you? Or do you think it's just weird looking, but they still have kind of enough hair to kind of get away?
I think if he had a better shaped head, he would do it. But his head is oddly shaped.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense.
He's got an oddly shaped head.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If LeBron hasn't shaved his fucking head yet,
Yeah.
I don't see Trey Young ever shaving his head.
God, Floyd Mayweather looks terrible when his like whatever they put in wears off. That, fucking like that pepper, that ground black pepper they put in their hair.
Yeah.
It's like that coal mining dust.
Yeah, it's like coal mine dust. But I think he got a hair transplant. That's why he was letting his hair grow out for a while.
Oh, did he?
And wore a hat. I think Justin Bieber got a hair transplant too.
Did he?
Yeah, I think he's had a couple. Yeah, I think Justin Bieber's had a couple of hair transplants. I mean, because if you think about it, if Bieber goes bald,
he's done.
That's rough, dude.
Yeah,
He needs hair, but Bieber's definitely had a couple of hair transplants.
When you're a pretty ass person and you're bald very young, like I just mean as like as a dude, in my mind it's always like where do you like you're a beautiful person, and it's like you're just some people, and listen, I'm bald. I feel like I can say this. Jared is too. Like when you just sometimes you do have to let it go, but I get it. Some faces and some shapes just look so off.
Yeah, like imagine if Bieber was like looked really bald.
Yeah.
He's not even 30, dude.
I know.
Bieber's
he's not yet?
He's 29.
He's 29 years old. I could see if he was like 35, but yeah, he apparently, he's gotten a couple of hair transplants.
I feel bad for some white guys because if they go bald and they have like no choice, you just look like you either look really sick or you look like a neo-Nazi.
I mean, it comes down to head shape. If you have a good head shape, like you'll get away with it.
Like Stone Cold Steve Austin, white guy, had a great head shape.
Yeah. But he was going bald though, because when he was in the Hollywood Blondes, his thing was he was the Hollywood blonde, but then he started to lose his hair, and he's like, I got to cut it. It looks terrible.
But he had like the DMX head.
Yeah.
They have that little like that part of that bone of your skull that just pops out that makes that like cool line in the back.
It's like an Adam's apple in the back of your head.
Yeah. Stone Cold looked great with a bald head. Like,
yes.
Who's that guy? Josh Van Pelt?
Oh, Scott Van Pelt.
Scott Van Pelt.
Great bald head guy.
Great bald head, but also kind of looks sick.
He does look a little sicky. He does. He does. He looks like he's got some stuff.
But also like Scott Van Pelt. He's cool.
Hello, Scotty Van P. Come on the show, Scotty Van P.
Scotty Vans.
They're calling him sick.
Have you guys seen like the Jonah Hill stuff that's going on?
Yeah, I have.
Is it Me Too shit, or is it just him being weird with his girlfriend? It's not like some criminal shit, right?
No,
it's just him.
no, he didn't touch anybody.
Is
that
he a
was supposed to.
narcissist? Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, he's getting like the.
Well, look it up and read it. And
Everybody's
then,
a fucking narcissist now, right?
I would love to see your idea and your input on this. But so his ex, who was like a pro surfer, leaked like a ton of their conversations that they were having while they were dating.
Why?
Because he did this whole documentary like about mental health stuff and talking to like a therapist about like finding himself and like being a better person. But in the meantime, all of this stuff was happening. So she was like, he's getting these flowers for doing this thing, but he was emotionally abusive to me.
Right.
So that's like, you know, the better question I could ask, do you care if your significant other posts a picture of a thong?
First off, the pictures that she showed that he was complaining about was like he liked that, how they met each other was like he was liking stuff like that.
Liked her booty pics.
Right. And then when they were together, I understand why it changes because now you're protective over this person that you're with, but also insecurities. But the pictures she was putting up, first off, they're videos. There were thumbnails to videos.
Oh.
And he didn't like the stuff that she was wearing, but she was like, dude, I'm fucking surfing.
That's the big problem. They're like, oh, like you're wearing like revealing clothes. I'm like, she's a fucking pro surfer.
Right.
Yeah, she didn't come out like my booty hole brown, like
Yeah,
kind of pictures. You know what I mean? Like it's her
love that
surfing. I know it's such a great song.
My booty hole brown.
But she's surfing. It's just a thumbnail. He goes, maybe can you like I don't know, like it's just like if you could like maybe like make a thumbnail of like where it's not showing your ass. And she's just like, dude, like, what do you want me? Like, you want me to wear? If she feels comfortable wearing that, and that's what she's wearing, I don't give a fuck about that. Are there pictures in a relationship where I would be, where it's super racy and like suggestive? I would probably be like, okay, yo, can we at least like talk? Like, if it was just like fucking like, what's up, y'all? Smacking that ass and shit, I'd be like, all right, we gotta fucking talk to you.
I think it's normal to have that conversation with your partner. I don't think that's. I think if it's followed by things like, "Do you have to dress like this? You fucking slut." Like then that'll be like a little bit different. I don't think it's outlandish for any man to see a picture of what their significant other posts or their spouse or whatever and not be able to have an opinion about it.
Yeah.
Well, where is she from? Because that's what you have to take into consideration too. If she's from like Australia or Europe or something like that, kind of bikini is normal. It's completely normal.
Yeah, that's true.
So I looked up here. It says that she's claiming that he's misogynistic and narcissistic. He made her turn down jobs and then blamed his gaslighting on it. Like, all right, I get it. So if he's being abusive about it, then that's one thing. But if he's saying to her, hey, I feel uncomfortable with you kind of prancing around, showing off your body this way, I think that's a perfectly normal conversation to have with your partner. The thing is like, it depends on how she's doing it. Like, you know what I mean? Like you said, bro, it's like if she's out there just taking pictures and she's a bikini model, what are you going to do? What's the difference between that and him kissing a girl in a movie? Right?
Yeah.
That's what she does for a living.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't really give her shit for that. But if she's being like if she's being smutty about it, then yeah, as your girlfriend, you're allowed to have that conversation with her.
Yeah. If it's something that you think either, I understand the conversation also of being like, hey, our kids might see certain things. But like from what I saw, what she was showing, nothing there made me go, oh man, like I could see her asshole. Like, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't like,
Yeah, it'd be way different.
yeah. And also like,
But the other thing you have to take in with him, though, is like he's an extremely insecure person.
He seems
Right.
that way.
He's always been
Right.
that way. He's
Yeah.
like, yo, like I'm fat.
Yeah,
Now I'm
nobody-
not fat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's something extremely insecure about him.
Right.
That is coming
Yeah.
from like, all of that's coming from an insecure place because
Yeah.
he probably grew up
Yep.
with fit guys, fucking girls that he wanted to fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then he
Yeah.
got a little famous and then realized like, oh, I could probably have a couple of hot chick girlfriends, but I'm still fat in a land of hot fucking dudes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, he
Yeah.
did Moneyball with Brad Pitt. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you're going to be looking
Yeah.
at that and being like, I wish I could look like that.
Yeah.
He's in an insecure business where it's a very like it's all a lot of it's based on vanity.
Yeah, no, there have been interviews where he literally gets. I mean, because also it's thrown in his fucking face every day too. It's like there will be questions like, so like, did you want to be like fat for this movie? Like and whatever, and then the dude's like, can we ask? And then there's that interview where he's just like, can we ask like smarter questions maybe? Like, which is funny because Jonah Hill's like rebuttals are always so funny because I would just see his characters, but you don't realize like he's actually fucking pissed about it, you know. But yeah, like you're right, he had to deal with all of that and seeing all of that, and it's not to like go, oh, boo-hoo for this guy or anything, but at the same time, there's sometimes, so for someone like that, especially if they're not trying to be incredibly malicious, you know, I think there are innocent assholes out there. Sometimes they don't really necessarily know what they're doing, or they don't mean to do it that way. But now that it's my thing is like, okay, I understand you went through all this, and I know his movie's out and all that, but and I would think she went through a lot of shit, so now that's why she's letting it out. But it's like, why? I just feel like that's so personal though at the same time too. You know what I mean? Like just conversations, everything else.
Like,
I don't know, hit me up and let me give you my time to apologize to you or make up for it some way before you just like throw me out to the fucking, you know, to the fucking public and let everybody completely. And you know what I'm saying? Like R. Kelly like deserved 30 documentaries. You know what I'm saying? Like this is not. I'm not saying that it's any better to do what he's doing. You should get away with it in a relationship, but at the same time, I felt like she could have maybe hit him up. Who knows? Maybe he was being a dick behind the scenes again too, or something, and she just had enough. Because why is this just all of a sudden happening now?
Yeah, I just think that it's like. So I look at it this way, right? I do the Off the Cuff podcast, which is like a really, you know, it's a fun podcast to do, but we talk about serious stuff on there, right?
Yeah.
Like imagine if I did like a documentary and behind the scenes, like I'm a monster to somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just doesn't come off as genuine. It's like he's having this relationship, you know, like a doctor-patient relationship, but it's like kind of fringing on weird like friendship type shit. Like it's like straddling the line. Like and then he does this documentary, gets like a lot of like great stuff, and everyone's like, oh, like Jonah's like, you know, doing this and whatever. But then you have somebody who's upset about, you know, how
pissing you off. Yeah.
Right. So, you know, and then instead of being, who knows? Maybe she gave him a chance. Like, yo, you need to like be honest about like, how you treated me, and he didn't do it.
That's what I mean. Yeah. Maybe they did try. Maybe he was an asshole behind the scenes again or something. Or she just probably had it. Probably everyone's different. I just hate throwing this word out, and I just feel like it should be people that deserve it. I'm not saying she doesn't. I'm just saying like maybe she was fucking traumatized from it. I don't fucking know. Maybe it's hard for her.
It could definitely be traumatizing. Someone putting you down and stopping you from living your life.
And conditioning you.
I've been through similar situations with girls where they felt like, oh, you hate my job. And I'm like, it's not that I hate your job. It's that I just don't feel like it's a safe environment. Yeah. I get it. Now, it wasn't her behavior. She was great. You know what I mean? But you kind of get into those conversations and you have to understand each other. But if it's just your girlfriend, you know, if this is your wife, it's different. I think, you know, you draw the line.
Well, people don't necessarily mesh. Like, I think like, I've always said this too, when people are like, yo, like I have a sexual preference. And they'll be like, but I feel bad about having a sexual preference. I'm like, I can't tell you to not have a sexual preference. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I only like thick bitches. All right. Like, whatever. Like, that's your thing. Like, who would I be?
Everybody has a type.
Exactly. Everybody has a type. So who would I be to tell you to not have a type?
Yeah.
But, you know, the way that he's doing it, and if you look at it in the text messages, it looks like he's being nice about it.
Yeah.
Being like, you know, it's just like not like for me. Like,
which he has a right to say too, but then break up with her. You know
that's
what
I'm saying.
Don't stay with her and make her feel like shit.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Like
just
being
being
the whole time.
Then break up with her.
Yeah, like don't like you need to like be with guys. I'd be like, yo, bro, like chicks don't surf as much as dudes.
That's another thing too. I was like, she's like a chick surfer.
Yeah, dude.
Like
she lives in a bathing suit.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, she's not.
This girl's naked all the time.
I would understand if she was like, if like there were segments of the surfboarding thing where she just starts playing fucking like Cardi B and starts popping her cooch on the surfboard.
Yeah.
Or something like even then. Actually, I'd be like, this is actually kind of fun.
If like her biggest move was like she like gets pitted in a fucking wave and like rubs her clit at the same time. Then I'd be like, all right, this is like, it's a little strange.
Yeah,
you
and
know
she's
what I'm
like, I
saying?
thought
It's
I'd
a
get a
little
few
odd.
clit shots in there. Like, I
Yeah.
don't think that's what she was. And in the messages though, I can't help but like not hear his like his character voices. His like super bad. Yeah, where he's just like, yeah, I don't know how many times I can really ask. Yeah, like I just hear his like sassy ass Jonah Hill voice while he's doing it.
I'm telling you, all that shit comes from him being an insecure fat dude. That's where all that stuff
and
comes
then
from.
that part is annoying where he's like, just like not you in a thong, and it's not a thong at all. It's
no,
really
she's wearing
not.
like a one piece, dude.
Yeah, and she's like, dude, it's not a thong. And I kind of listen, if it was some wild shit, I'd be like, this is wild, but she's not. She's just surfing, and he's just like, yeah, can you like maybe not? Why does the thumbnail have to be?
Yeah.
He's looking at it as, oh, you're only showing your ass to get a rise and also to get views out of it.
Yeah, but also the other thing too is I look at it another way too. Like, not everybody's good enough to be in a Martin Scorsese movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh, dude, him being a heavyset dude, he's a very good actor. Don't get me wrong, but it was also part of why he got hired for those roles.
Yeah,
because he was
dude.
an overweight dude.
You had to be. You had to be a fat piece of shit to be that friend in Superbad.
You did with a curly Jew fro.
Yeah, with a curly Jew fro. You know what I mean? It's almost like it's like and like his last name's like not even really Hill.
Oh, I'm movie.
You know what I mean?
Actors' names get changed all the time.
So like if you really think about it, like you live like your life like by an alias, and like you go out there, like dude, you're in Hollywood, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you just did a movie where you pretended to have another wife. So what's the deal?
And when you tell somebody like don't do this, don't do that, you're basically like don't wear this. You're telling them what to do at their job.
Right.
You know what
Well,
I mean? Which
right.
is fucked up. If she was like like you said, like
Well,
don't
which-
kiss her.
Yeah,
And
you
don't
can't do
act
this
this
scene.
way. Yeah. And
Right.
don't do this scene also.
No, you
either.
can't do
Which
that.
exists too. There are partners that aren't in the business where they get mad at the actors for like doing shit and then they wind up breaking up or
I get it.
whatever.
I
You
get
know
it.
what I mean?
I give people industry excuses. Like the Kiki Palmer like Usher thing.
Yeah.
Like they're in the industry. You know what I mean? Like it'd be different like if she like grabbed his cock and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like for you to be like, yo, like I don't want like my mother or my kid. Like, yo, it's Usher, bro.
Yeah, and the Oscars, they like kiss hands. They kiss, they kiss.
Yeah,
or they used to anyway.
Nicole Kidman kissed that other dude on the mouth in front of her husband.
Oh, well, she was with Tom, right?
Yeah, I think he might be a cuck though. No, not with Tom. With fucking Toby Keith.
Toby Keith. They're still together?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Is it Toby Keith? Is that his name?
No, I think it's Keith Urban.
Keith Urban. Yeah, Toby
Urban,
Keith is
but,
different.
Keith Urban's the country guy.
Keith Urban's the country guy. All right, so I want to come back and attack this, but let's get into the ads.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's get into the ads. Did you guys know about Liquid IV? Here's what I want to tell you about Liquid IV. Liquid IV is the #1 powdered hydration brand in America, and it's now available in sugar-free. You want to know why I love that? Because your boy's got diabetes, and I can't be having all that sugar all the time. You know what I'm saying? So it's been years in the making. Hydrogen Multiplier Sugar-Free uses a proprietary zero-sugar hydration solution with no artificial sweeteners. None of them. Zero. With 3 times the electrolytes of leading sports drinks, plus 8 vitamins and nutrients for everyday wellness. Liquid IV hydrates 2 times faster than water alone. Liquid IV, everybody knows that we've loved Liquid IV on here. I take Liquid IV before I go on a plane, train, automobile. The vitamin C is like my favorite one. I use it all the time. And especially now that they have a no sugar option, I'm going to be using it even more and more and more and more and more. Okay, so listen, 1 stick of Liquid IV and 16 ounces of water hydrates you 2 times faster and more efficiently. The result of an extensive research and development process to perfect the flavor and efficiency. Liquid IV combines science-backed zero-sugar technology with brand's commitment to delicious, real flavor. All right, and like I said, there's non-GMOs in there. It's free from gluten-free, dairy, and soy. And get those 8 vitamins, because guess what? You need them. Another great thing about Liquid IV is they partner with leading organizations to fund and foster innovative solutions that help communities protect both their water and their futures. So this is what I want you guys to do. There's 2 ways you could do this. You could buy Liquid IV in bulk at Costco, or you can get 20% off when you go to Liquid IV and use code LOPS at checkout. So go to liquidiv.com and use the code LOPS at checkout. That's 20% off anything you order when you use the promo code LOPS, LOPS, at liquidiv.com. All right, we love our friends over at Liquid IV. And today we also have a sponsor from our friends over at Factor.
I love Factor. Factor is the best.
Factor is in the building, okay? Now that we're in the thick of summer, you might be looking for wholesome, convenient meals to support the Sunny Active Factor. America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit can help you fuel up fast with flavorful and nutritious ready-to-eat meals delivered straight to your dough. You'll save time, eat well, and stay on track reaching your goals. Too busy with summer plans to cook, but you want to make sure you're eating well with Factor? Skip the extra trip to the grocery store, baby, and the chopping and the prepping and the cleaning up too, while still getting the flavor and nutritional quality that you need. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are ready in just 2 minutes. So all you have to do is heat and enjoy, then get back outside and soak up that warm weather, baby. This is what I want you guys to understand, all right? This is what we're going to do. We're all going to do it together. We're going to head to factormeals.com, FACTOR, factormeals.com/LOPS50, and use code LOPS50 to get 50% off. That's code LOPS50 at factormeals.com/LOPS50, LOPS50, to get 50% off. You know what I'm saying? This is what you need. You know, a hard time for me is, getting in and out of the kitchen. You know what I mean? I'm not the best cook in the world. So now if you take something out of that out and all I got to do is throw it in the microwave, even a monkey can do that. You know what I'm saying? And most monkeys are smarter than me. So, now that we could do it, I love Factor. Michael's a big fan of Factor as well. So go to factormeals.com/LOPS50 and use code LOPS50 to get 50% off. And thank you to all the sponsors of the show. What a great environment that we're setting up here.
Amen.
We have a very healthy group of sponsors.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah, we do. Liquid IV too. Fucking doing work.
Sugar free now. They heard me. I was just like, guys, I'm diabetes. I don't know if I could do that. And they were like, we got you. We'll take care of you.
Sugar free,
daddy. Sucker free and sugar free. But yeah, I don't. Becca, Keke Palmer, and her baby daddy or whatever. I don't know if they're married or not. How would you feel if your girlfriend got grinded on by Ush?
I don't know.
It is Usher.
I feel I'm not trying to make fun of him for this. I just feel like the only thing I think of when I see Usher every time it's hard for me is Herpes. Because isn't he like a known herp haver?
Yes, he is known for herpes.
Which is fine.
Super spreader.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I mean, I know people that I'm not like I don't know why. It's
tons of friends that have herpes.
It's just every time I watch that NPR, which he killed, it was hilarious. Where he's wearing like that dog collar.
Watch this.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know why. Every time I see him, he's just like, "What's up, y'all?" All I hear is herpes, y'all. You know, like it's like
simply.
It's because okay, they don't have to be open about any of that. Like I know you remember like the Mike Vick stories. The Mike Vick stories, because he used to go into.
There you go.
Well, he didn't come out about it. He was outed about his herp.
Right, but now I know
He got sued for the herp.
Now I know what Gotta Let It Burn is about.
Yeah, Gotta Let It Burn is definitely about herpes, dude.
Did I ever?
Don't play like that.
I don't want to go. I'm going off track. I'm doing it. Every time we say I don't want to go off track, we do it. But for the longest time, I had just an evil ex who basically lied to me about having it because they didn't want me going out and doing things. It's a wild story.
Lied and said she actually had it when she didn't.
Yes,
it's kind of smart.
Well, because I got tested twice, and they assured me, they were like, "Dude, I mean, this is 2 tests." Like, because I was nervous. I was like, "Well, can't there be fuck ups?" Yeah. And they were like, "Dude, we think you're good." Especially because it was it was so recent that you had relations with this person. Not so recent, but that you have relationships with them for almost a year now.
Yeah,
so it's
bro,
like,
it's your cock, dude. You're gonna be scared. Anything that comes to your cock, you're gonna be worried.
Anything, whatever it was. And I'm sitting with Jimmy, and I'm telling him, I'm opening up to him as the first person, like, "Yo, I think I have herpes and stuff." And like we're eating pizza, and as I'm telling him, all I hear is It's kind of hard for me to say this.
No way.
Swear to God, it came on the radio. All you hear is "Gotta let it burn,"
And,
and me and
no.
Jimmy
You're like,
heard
I
it.
got it.
It was so loud that everyone could hear the fucking song, and me and Jimmy look at each other and start dying laughing. And it was my first admittance of I thought that I had herp.
That might be the coolest way to announce. That might be the coolest herpes announcement of all time.
I think he thought I did it on purpose.
Nah, bro,
I was like,
that's
"Yo, I gotta tell you
amazing.
something, bro." And then all of a sudden, he came on the radio, and we started dying laughing. You can ask Jimmy this story.
But you don't have herpes, though.
No, I don't. I got tested twice. I was so excited. Again, to anyone that it made me, I thought I did for 7 months though.
But you just thought like it hasn't come out yet.
I thought I just had. Yeah, I was like, I haven't seen it, and she was telling me, "Why would you want to go get tested?" And I was like, "What the fuck? Why are you saying that?"
That's manipulation.
It was the weirdest night of my life.
That's
You want to
Jonah
know
Hill.
why? You want to know why? Because right before we had that conversation at dinner when she told me, Jimmy the Fly Snook was in that restaurant before he got arrested for his murder.
What? You saw Jimmy Superfly Snook in
He
a
was
restaurant?
he was in Rochester. Yeah.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
Fucking, he killed that woman for sure.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
He killed the fuck out of that woman. If you guys don't know that story, go look up. Just Google Jimmy Snook, a murdered woman, and
Yeah.
you be the judge. He killed that woman for sure.
It says one in every 6 people has herpes.
Yes.
Genital or whatever.
HSV, herpes simplex virus 1, or HSV 2.
Too.
Which one's the mouth? Which one's the fucking
I think
ass mouth?
I
pussy
think
mouth?
I mean there's always like that herpes that everybody has, that's like canker sore, like that shit everybody
Yeah,
has.
which I get. Yeah, I
But
get
my
those.
thing is, if you have a canker sore and eat vashashans, do you give them genital?
Yes.
You give them genital
Yes.
herpes.
If
you
you're
can.
if you have a
Wow.
breakout in any form and you bring it to anywhere else, yeah, I think I don't know if it's the other way around too. I don't know if you eat a fucking broken out fatando that you can get in your mouth as well. You can get it in your mouth as well.
Can you get,
for the
herpes
longest,
on your butt?
yes, you can
Yeah.
get like yeah,
You
yes.
get booty herpes, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, I assume so. Yeah, wherever there's glands.
Yeah, Jared said yeah a little bit too convincing.
Yo,
He's like,
honestly,
yeah,
you know
yeah.
what's so funny?
Yeah, yeah.
Dude,
I mean, yeah.
I've
I
never had an STD. There are times where I've been afraid, like as
Yeah.
fuck, and
Dude,
went in
you've
there.
had the clap. Don't lie, dude.
Well, if I had the clap, then it got healed without me ever. I've never had any symptoms of STDs, nor have I had any girl call me and ever say, "Hey, I have this. You should get checked," or "Hey, I got this. I probably got it from you." That's never happened.
Yeah, I don't think I've never
Dude,
I don't think I've ever had anything.
on God.
They just call you and say they're pregnant.
Yeah, but that's
the-
yeah. I can live with that. I mean, you can live with herpes too, but yeah.
Listen.
I'd rather a cute baby than a nutsack full of fucking cauliflower balls.
Yeah.
I have the other thing that's kind of
Way cuter.
God, it hurt my sack.
the thing that's kind of scary though, if you really think about that entire thing, right? Is legally you have to disclose to somebody that you have herpes before you fuck them, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
look
you
that
do.
up.
Yeah,
That's
you
why
do.
that's why it's so
Criminal if you
important to
don't.
know about.
Yeah, it's criminal, but a lot of people don't know they have it
Yeah.
because they don't show signs of it. They don't get breakouts or anything. It's scary. HPV was the scariest when that one came out because you could get it if you were like wearing a condom, whatever. Nothing can stop it.
But that's more dangerous for girls than
Yeah,
it is
because
guys.
it causes like cervical cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're a guy, can you know that you can spread that though?
Well, you might not show signs of it, but you can get warts from it. But that can either naturally leave your body or you have it forever.
you could be a carrier forever.
Dude, I've done research on all this because I'm like a fucking unicorn. How have I never gotten an STD? It's amazing.
Can you get a fucking wart on your peen from touching your peen with a warted hand?
Probably. I think you could get it from like fucking toilet seats and shit. So why not?
What?
Yeah, HPV you can catch by like contact from like surface.
Yeah, you can do that.
That staph infection, MRSA and shit like that. I had MRSA on my butthole, bro.
Oh yeah, MRSA's
that?
MRSA's intense. Yeah.
So you must, and you had it in your hand too.
I had
so
it
you
on my
definitely-
hand, my
so,
face, and my butthole.
So that's literally, it was literally proof that you fucking took your MRSA hand and scratched your ass, and then rubbed your face with the same hand.
Did
And
you
probably rubbed your faces
Did you
with
use
it
this?
too.
Did you use this mic at all? I'm like,
Jesus.
yo, what's good, guys? It's the LoPriore podcast.
Who you putting your money on for Musk versus Zuckerberg?
I think I gotta go with Zuck.
Yeah?
because Zuck competes in like BJJ.
Does he
stuff.
really?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. Is there any like footage of him getting it in?
Yeah.
I mean, he's not gonna fucking.
No, there's
light the
footage of
world
him
on
at
fire.
a competition.
But those are the
Yeah.
dudes that you think wouldn't be good at it. But those are the dudes
he got first. He got first place.
that'll pretzel your ass up.
He got first place at a competition.
Is this thing gonna happen?
Dana White said last night that there's a good chance that it happens.
He said that it's looking good. Yeah.
What's the weight differential? Like how different are they in weight?
It would have to be a catch weight because I don't know if Elon's kind of fat. No,
he's got like unhealthy dad weight. I think.
Yeah.
Tail of the tape. All right. So you got Zuckerberg at 39, Musk at 51.
All right. They're both kind of old.
Age, right?
Jesus.
Zuckerberg at 5'7", Musk at 6'1". American Zuckerberg from Scarsdale, Ardsley?
Ardsley,
Ardsley,
his
right?
dad was a dentist.
South Africa for Mr. Musk, and then you're looking at a weight between like it's like a 50-pound difference.
How much does Zuck weigh?
It says 155, and they have Elon Musk at like just over 200.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, if he loses weight though, and he's like good, he'll be a lot closer to what.
Dude, they're gonna punch each other, and like coins are gonna come out like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, it's just gonna be like
money's just gonna fly out.
Those are gonna be the
pinatas.
funniest looking punches ever. Mark actually looks like he trains though. Like he does kick, like he does all of it. He does mostly jujitsu.
What if they did rules where they just grapple? Like I don't know if I want to see them strike.
That's what I got to know the rules. Yeah.
If the rules are just grappling, I'm gonna give it to Zuck. But like, I think Elon could learn how to throw a punch in a couple of months.
But how great would it be to see either of them just get fucking laid out?
Just laid out.
I think I'm Team Zuck though.
Yeah.
Yeah, 914. You got to represent.
Yeah, he's
because
he's
from the hood.
Yeah,
I got to rock with Zuck all the way.
Yeah.
Dude, and Elon's been falling off a lot more lately, just with weird things that he does.
I didn't know that Zuckerberg trained in BJJ, man. He's probably going to give Musk the business.
But the thing is I don't know how. If you have that weight, like, are they going to have them go just at their regular weight that they are?
Maybe Zuck would have to like get up to 170.
Yeah.
Or like,
yeah.
You know, Elon would have to drop like 10 pounds or something. They would do a catch weight though.
They would
do it as like an unsanctioned, like a sanctioned street fight.
That's got to be. You would
Bare
think
knuckle.
it's going to be like open fist punches and just wailing on each other and just looking really stupid. But something about Mark Zuckerberg's serious face is fucking hilarious to me. Like,
I know.
It just looks like a goddamn lizard man.
The only thing that would be so weird is that it would be in the UFC, which is kind of strange.
Yeah, it is.
You know, like that should take place like on like Triller or like one of those like Jake Paul things. Like wherever Jake Paul fights. Like ESPN Plus maybe.
Yeah.
Like, but
imagine that purse though. What's that purse like?
Well, it would be for charity.
Yeah, they'll do it for charity.
They're doing it for charity, yeah. So they would probably do it for like 100 million charity or something.
I mean, if anyone's like, why would you watch this like circus shit? I mean, dude, it's two billionaires beating the shit out of each other.
Dude,
It's
I'll
hilarious.
watch two homeless people fight on my way to the car. After
We
this.
did that anyway with bum fights when we were younger.
Yeah.
Dude,
man.
used to love bum fights.
When we were kids, right? We used to fucking watch that shit all the time.
No,
Weird
I would.
chance.
I think you have to take Zuck. I think Zuck would open it like a minus 350 favorite.
Right, and they're
Do
both,
they have Vegas odds yet for this fight?
No, let's look at. Well, let me look.
and
right
both of them, if you look at their pick, like they both come off as serial killers.
Yeah.
like they have no emotions.
I'll go on record right now. I'll fucking kick Mark Zuckerberg's ass.
You think
so?
you would?
Yeah,
Well,
I'll
yeah.
kick
Well,
his
you
ass.
have so much weight on him.
Yeah, I'll fuck him up, dude.
Also, that was so
now.
intense. how I
And some
said
box
that.
and some boxing.
I was like, so much weight. Like I didn't mean it like that.
And some
You
boxing
would, but you would
background,
like
too.
you would. I feel like you would like just pick him up and slam the shit out of him.
Yeah, I would shoot a fucking double leg on Zuck and just hope he doesn't like guillotine me.
Yeah,
I might
'cause-
I might not even let it, like he would. I don't think he'd be able to take me down.
but that's the thing with Elon. It's like,
Like if Zuck shot on me, like I'm stuffing that shit.
dude, they're almost. It's
they
so.
got.
Yeah,
okay.
go ahead. No,
Yeah,
go ahead.
Can I read it off?
Yeah.
I have right away DraftKings Sportsbook on the idea setting a hypothetical opening line that had Zuckerberg at negative 160 favorite,
Oh wow!
right? With Musk, the underdog at plus 140 odds.
Damn, dude, those are like crazy odds. If you really think about it, that's almost like you bet 100 to you bet 160 to win 100. Like,
Right. Well, we also
that's not fun enough to play.
no,
that's not
but
fun
also
enough to play.
but also we're talking. So this is to go to this though, like styles win fights. If it's an MMA fight, so it's basically a style versus no style at all whatsoever.
Yeah,
Like-
but you never know. Musk could have some training that he's just been doing on some sneaky
Well,
shit.
apparently he did do a
He's
little.
from South Africa,
He's
bro.
been doing a little bit of training. Yeah, but he's like newer times. Like they're not riding fucking elephants over there anymore.
Africa.
But
funny-
he's been training with who's the guy that we thought was working with the Russians?
Oh, Lex Friedman.
Lex Friedman.
Yeah.
Who's a black belt in BJJ, I think.
Yeah, he's a badass. Like one of them should have to like fight Lex Friedman. Like that's the finishing boss.
Yeah, the end boss.
See, I don't look at I don't look at this as something that wouldn't be entertaining leading up to it. I think the fight would be lackluster.
What would you do if one of them just died in the ring?
It's this Apollo Creed.
Or that's fucked up to say, but everyone's laughing at billionaires dying anyway, right? We're in that mood. So.
Yeah. But imagine if it was like Gotti Ward, like it was a crazy fight.
Yeah, just fucking like Mark just cut the fuck open.
But they go to war like to the bell.
Yeah,
like Herb Dean has to jump in front of them.
Elon
like,
just spitting blood on the ring.
At one point, he's like, "Cut the gloves off. Let's do this bear."
I love when people get so rich that they start taking self-defense classes.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
You don't need it anymore.
No, just buy it.
You know what I mean?
Buy your defense.
It's like, yeah, I'm so rich that I'm going to start doing jujitsu.
Yeah.
I was like, no, you should have did jujitsu 15 years ago.
To fight all my enemies that won't get anywhere near me.
Yeah.
This is so...
It's so weird that that's become a rich person hobby. It's like pickleball and BJJ.
Dude, pickleball. I feel like there's so many versions of games that are like real games that are now just huge.
Well,
pickleball's one of them. Fucking... what was it? Cornhole. I remember when that shit blew up. You see it on ESPN now. It's just a bunch of drunk college dudes.
Well, that's how they decipher it. White people get into a room. They go, "What's something that we could start and enjoy for a little bit until black people start playing?"
Yeah, and then we lose.
And then we start losing.
And then we start.
You know
losing,
what I mean?
and then we rob them for money.
Yeah. And then we make a league.
Yeah. Then we're like,
we
we're gonna
own the
sign you.
teams.
Yeah.
If you really think about it, basketball started out like that. Every sport started out like that.
Yeah.
Every sport started out with white people doing it first, right?
Yeah.
And then black people are like, hold up. Like, let me check. Pass me the rock.
And then,
And they were like, yo, this guy's really good.
Yeah. Well, actually,
he's like, pass me your girlfriend too, and I'll show you.
Not to be the guy. What do you think's the one sport that black people apparently did start that white people only play now mostly?
Tennis.
No, hockey.
Hockey, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, black people started
Okay.
hockey. Yeah.
Okay.
Is that true though? I'm just
no, it is.
agreeing with you.
It is. If you want to look it up, the first I don't know African American. I don't know if another country. I don't know where it started, but hockey, I believe, was I don't think it was a white sport that started first. There's so many ways I wanted to say stuff without sounding
super racist.
Yeah, how do I say this?
Yo.
The all-black league that invented hockey as we know it. Yeah, they're all brothers.
Yeah, all brothers.
Brothers.
And let me tell you something. In this picture, it looks like it was taken in 1895, but I feel like this picture is really taken in like 1986, right? Just based on their style.
Yeah.
But yeah, even the coaches were black. It was an all-black league. 1895.
1895
In America?
Yep.
NHL started in America.
Black Canadians. Black Canadians.
Black Canadians. There you go.
Black Canadians.
I don't think
Black
anyone's
Canadians.
ever
That's
going.
a cool
I
ass
don't
name.
think. I don't think anyone's
Black
ever
Canadians.
going to argue the weather in which the climate in which it started. That's for sure.
Yeah,
obviously it was cold wherever the fuck it was. But most people. I found that out recently myself, and I was like, yeah, what the hell? Yeah, but only because you were saying that, which is true. I mean, it is true though. I mean, look at baseball.
But that's like the biggest oxymoron of all of them.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's just like you know, there's like two black people in the NHL.
right. But it's the complete opposite.
Yeah.
For hockey.
They were like, you can have this one.
Yeah,
It's too cold.
yeah.
We're
We're
good
good with
Yeah.
that.
Okay,
we don't
so
like this one.
so as I'm reading on this, they weren't the creators of the game. They
Okay.
were the first black league after hockey had started. So let's find out.
So maybe they started changing the rules and they took the rules from their league and put them into the NHL. Maybe
Right.
the Chell.
Oh no! It says what year did hockey start? So I guess if they're saying 1917 Montreal, Canada. But if that's the case, then it was 1895. Then it could very well be.
It was them. Yeah,
that
because
this-
I remember
this
looking
black
this.
hockey
I
league
remember
was the
looking it up too.
first.
Because I mean, let's face it, we're born in one type of thing. We see it and we go, no, there's no way.
Yeah, I have
and
to
then
look this up.
and then you go back, especially just when me and Danny used to play hockey as kids in South Jersey, like when we were playing street hockey with those kids.
Yeah.
And we would grow up and every single evidence was just white kid, white kid, white kid, white kid, white
yeah.
kid. Then you look at the league, and then that's when me and Danny started getting into it because dad loved sports, so then we were like, yo, let's look. We loved hockey. You know what I mean? You think of the Gretzkys and the fucking Messiers and
Messier.
all these like fucking French Canadian motherfuckers.
Patrick Waugh.
So yeah, it's like
It was called the Colored Hockey League of the Maritimes.
Of the Maritimes. Mm-hmm. So then I guess white people stole the game and then made it in 1917.
Yeah, first all black ice hockey league. So that might have been the first all black. I'm still trying to figure out
can't win.
Can't win either way.
Can never win.
Can't win either way. Yeah. And then Native Americans started lacrosse.
Yeah.
Right?
I think lacrosse is the dumbest game.
Yeah.
Like it's just dumb. It's just hockey with baskets.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like, hey, what's up, man? You're going to stand in this net and we're going to shoot this hard-ass ball at you with minimal protection right at your penis.
Also just doing this all day?
Yeah, this is so...
Sexy?
Yeah, it's like so like goddamn stupid.
Cold cradling, right?
Fucking running around doing this.
Do you even have to do that? I think
Yeah,
you do,
it's
right?
like dribbling. It's like dribbling.
Because they can knock it since it's in a basket, they can knock it out pretty easily.
Right.
So you have to fucking do
But it's not a penalty if you don't do it?
No.
I thought it was like dribbling.
No,
like
you
had to do
you
that
can run
motion.
like this if you want. It's
Yeah.
just cradling it, like protects it from like long stickers who can
Gotcha.
like, smack it out of
These
you.
are
it's
like
like
the
water.
games.
It's like water in a bucket that you spin it and it stays in.
Yeah,
so it's
yeah,
like
you
it's
just keep
more.
that
All right,
momentum.
cool.
And
I
then
thought
you
it
knew,
was,
and then you knew kids that were doing tricks that were like spinning it and fucking in one hand.
Yeah.
Stupid to the fucking
Jesse,
like-
little Jesse, loved that shit.
Oh, yeah, Jesse
that
did
game,
play lacrosse.
I remember in high school they were like, "Yo, playing this new like sport now called lacrosse."
Yeah.
And I remember I just looked at it and I looked down and watched everyone running around. I go, "Nah, that's gay."
Yeah,
Right in
that
front of
shit.
Mr. Wendell, and like
Yeah.
he started cracking up, and I was like, "Nah, I'm good."
yeah.
I'm
So
gonna
you're
go,
not signing up.
Yeah, I'm gonna go play baseball. I was like, you know what I mean? America's pastime.
It's just also like the way it's spelled, like LAX. It's like named after like one of the shittiest airports.
Remy Lacroix.
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 Like lazy spelling. Like, is it actually LA? Is it LACOCROSSE?
LACROSSE.
Why is cross country like that too? It's like an X country. Why are two C's X?
Why are we? Why? It's not like it's that many letters. Why are you? Getting
I
so
think
lazy?
whenever it makes the sound cross, that's why they use the X. It's like Christmas too, because Xmas.
Xmas, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's Christ.
Yeah.
Even the symbol,
crucifix.
the symbol for "and," it just looks like a tangled up pube. It's so stupid. Like,
It does.
Why is that the? Why? Who decided? Like, oh yeah, that's it.
How old were you guys when you knew that Santa Claus was bullshit?
I was like 7 years old.
Danny learned-
Fucking Jennifer
Oh,
told me
that's
that
right.
it wasn't real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My kid's baby mama number 1 blew that.
And then Dad fucking lost his mind.
Yeah, he was so pissed because like he's
Oh,
like, no,
Dad
I
got
gotta get,
mad?
Yeah,
but
I gotta
real-
spend more money.
But realistically, though, she had no place to tell me that.
No, it's not. It's not her place.
That's a huge violation.
Yeah.
Parents should tell their kids about Santa Claus.
Yeah, and sex.
And sex. Yeah.
Yeah.
She blew it. Sorry, guys.
Wait, so
Another
that's what
ex-girlfriend
happened. Do you
ruining
remember
everybody's
like
life.
how it happened that day?
Yeah, like I remember just talking about like, listen, I'm gonna do whatever I can to get on this fucking good list.
Yeah.
I'm having a bad year, pretty much. You know, and she was like, listen, like all that stuff's like made up. Like, you know, Santa's not real, right?
Oh my god, damn.
And
What a Nazi.
I lost my mind and I started to cry.
That's intense.
And I remember,
devastating.
and I went and told Dad. I said, "You're not gonna believe like what Jennifer just told me."
You know who used to write the Santa notes and put the cookies out? You know who used to? You know who it was? That was me. I'd go back.
You
and
did
eat
it? Yo, that's so awesome. What
Yeah.
a great job to have
I would
as, like,
do. I would-
as a teenager.
I did
Yeah,
whatever
how
I
hard is
could.
that job?
I did whatever I could to preserve that, though. I was into it.
Smoke
you
a
know?
blunt. And
I'd
eat
write the
fucking-
letters back to
damn.
you guys, and I would eat some of the cookies and drink some of the milk, and then you'd be like, "Santa was here! Oh my god!"
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm glad I didn't eat any of the cookies. I would have got MRSA in my asshole.
or herpes, man. I don't know.
Dear Santa, please bring me staph
Yeah.
infection for my 8th
Wait,
Christmas.
this is really, I never knew this. So were you like, I'll do the cookies and everything to mom and dad? Or
Yeah, so yeah, we were all co-conspirators to hide it, and you guys would write your letters like,
Yeah.
"Dear Santa," you know what I mean? I want this, I want
Riddled with
that.
spelling errors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and poor penmanship. And then you'd put the stuff out, and then I'd wait for you guys to go to sleep, and I'd be the one that would go in and eat some of the cookies and drink some of the milk.
Dude, that's such
And then
awesome job to
and
have.
then write a letter back to you guys like, "Hey, Danny, hey, Michael, you guys were very good boys this year." And then like, "Here's your PlayStation, you rotten son of a bitch."
Yeah, it'd be so funny if Jared added that in, like parentheses, like, you fucking
Yeah.
losers.
No, because
Stop sleeping in my room, bitch.
You guys get everything.
I remember you made your handwriting like squiggly almost. He made it look so we couldn't compare it to like other stuff that was going
So
around.
you couldn't do forensics on it.
Yeah. Because I was sneaky even at that age. I would have did forensics. But
Like, yo, can you write this word for me? I knew it was you.
yeah, right,
cocksucker.
Christmas.
Yeah, it's like a Santa cold. Why is this fucking Z looking?
Yeah, it looked like he literally like was freezing.
I
Came
would
down the
zigzag
chimney.
it. Yeah, I would zigzag it. That's funny that he knows that.
Yeah, dude. There's not a lot I don't remember.
great.
I'm telling you, like, if you asked me what I did 15 minutes ago, I wouldn't be able to tell you. But if you asked me what happened 30 years ago, I remember it.
What's your earliest memory? Have you guys talked about this yet on the show?
Yeah.
What's your earliest memory?
If it's my earliest memory, I would have to say that I remember clear as day.
Yeah.
Like, I can remember everybody clear, was O.J. Simpson getting chased.
In the fucking Bronco.
In the Bronco.
What?
I was-
That's your
I-
that's
I was
your
like-
that's your archive? That's
I was like,
crazy.
I was 4 or 5 years old. We were all sitting in 1566 upstairs in the living room. We were watching the NBA finals, and I remember because Jared said, "OJ, apple juice and orange juice are on the loose."
Yeah,
because
they
like
were.
his friend AJ,
yeah.
his friend AJ something was driving.
AC.
Yeah, but he was like, "What is it? Apple juice, orange juice? Like they're both on the loose."
All the
So I remember he was saying that, and I remember that's my first memory where I remember everybody who was there like super vividly.
It's mine or anything from the house on Nepperhan.
yeah.
Those are like the only memories. But the first one I can go back to. I mean, I can go back to so many there. I remember being really young and Dad's friend Coach V called on the phone, and he's like, "Put your fucking father on the phone." And I was like, "Who is this?" And he's like, "Shut the fuck up! Like, put your father on the phone." And I started fucking screaming, crying. I was like, "Dad, this guy's like threatening you." And Dad gets to the phone. He goes, "What?" He goes to the phone, and his dad just starts dying laughing.
like, "Hey,
he goes,
Tommy."
He goes, "It's Coach V." And then I started crying, and I ran away. And Dad made Coach V apologize to me. He's like, "I'm really sorry about that. Stop being such a little fucking bitch.
Rest his soul. You know, he was
Stop being
he
such a
was-
pussy." Yeah, rest in
he-
peace, Coach
he
V.
was- yeah, he was a wild man.
But those memories, like, oh no, the youngest memory I have is going to whoever babysat us, that wild ass woman, and she made us watch fucking Child's Play. Fucking
that?
wild ass woman that Mom and Dad used to let watch us when we were babies. Fucking that Hispanic woman.
Oh, she was Spanish?
I think she like showed up to the house randomly one time when we lived in Hastings, like looking for money.
Oh
I
yeah,
think it was that woman.
I remember.
Was
I was
it?
like, get out of here. I was like, who are you?
She was like waiting at the door,
Yeah.
like just waiting for money from Mom and Dad. I don't know. She was weird.
Oh, you know what? I have a bone to pick with you too, Jared. And it's not a huge bone.
Oh, man.
But I honestly, I
Should I
did
apologize up
no,
front?
No. I did the math the other day, right? We were 8 years old. I was 8 and you were 10
Yeah.
when your first child was born.
Yes.
Okay? I did the math. Yo, think about how much like Christmas gifts we missed out on.
Because it all went to
Because it all went to the baby.
right. And how much money I
'cause
saved on childcare.
Because I remember,
Really? Oh,
yeah, because I remember that our toys relatively started to go downhill after like that baby came around.
It's true.
So I don't know if we have to have like reparations.
Yeah, well, my gifts fucking got weaker too as that went on. I became fucking second-class citizen too.
I know, but it was like there was probably so many. That's why we were on layaway. All the
Yeah,
time.
but how expensive are those shitty ass little baby gifts though?
Yeah, not that
Dude,
expensive.
they add up, dude.
Yeah, but
At what age were you like? Did you stop like worrying about how many presents you got?
I think when I started hitting like 13 or
Yeah,
14, I was like, "Yo, are we serious right now?"
Yeah, yeah.
I remember
think
they
at
would just
42
keep,
is
they
when
would
it
just
stopped for me.
keep bringing out presents. I was like, yo, this fucking little bitch, dude. I was like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I'm
Well,
still a kid.
We started getting money. That's when I
Yeah.
was like, "It's coming back now."
Yeah.
When we hit high school,
Yeah,
that is
because
true,
we would go to Jesse and Kiana's, and then it started. We had the, but there was like a kid era where I was like, we were waiting on. We were like, "Is Annie Vet coming this year?"
Yeah, dude, her and Uncle Joe were pretty solid.
Yeah, Uncle
Yeah.
Joe was great.
They
too.
were all good gift givers, but
Nobody beats Annie Vet. Annie Vet was
yeah,
number
Annie
one.
Vet,
It's
Annie
not
Vet
even
bought me my
close.
first pair of Jordans.
Yeah.
Oh, did she really?
Yeah.
Which Jordans were there?
I think they were the 6s. Hold on a second.
She didn't give a fuck. She bought fire shit.
It was whatever you said. Because Mom, I'd be like, "Yeah, can I get like fucking Anichi?" No. I would want like
like a Nietzsche.
I would want like
sweats.
Frank
academic
Yeah,
sweats.
I want like Paco jeans or something, or I wanted Tommy Hilfiger.
Yeah.
And Mom would just come in like, "All right, so like I found like E-Nice. I
was
was like, what the
these.
fuck is this shit?
Yeah, those are
Fire.
the Carmine 6s.
Yep.
Oh yeah, those are fucking
Dude,
sexy.
I remember when I got those, I was like, yo, I'm the coolest fucking person in the
Well,
world.
because Annie Van had a pretty decent job, right?
Yeah, she was in advertising and marketing or something like that.
Yeah, she worked there.
worked at Bloomingdale's, and she did like some big names.
And she was single, I think.
Yeah.
Most of her,
For
or
most
she
of
was
it,
probably
yeah.
with someone, but she
Yeah,
didn't have
no,
kids.
She was single for most of her life. Oh, you know what? It might have actually been the burgundy and whites.
Oh yeah, the burgundy and whites.
I think it was these.
I remember those.
Yeah.
What pants do you wear those with? Because they're like, I
Oh,
never
in the
knew what
90s, these were going with jean shorts all day.
jean
Yeah,
shorts.
right.
I'm convinced like you have like any Jordan above like the 6 or 7, you have to be like over 6 feet tall to really pull them off.
Oh, okay, yeah, I feel that. Yeah.
Like Jordan 1s, 2s, and 3s and 4s, you can wear any height. 5 starts to get a little sketchy. 6, 7, the 8, even like the taxis, like the 12s and shit like that, like the cherry 11s, the cherry 12s, like you had to be tall to wear those shoes.
Why did you have to
Yeah.
be tall?
Because they just looked better
On
like,
bigger feet.
They looked better on bigger feet because they were a higher shoe.
Gotcha.
Like they were higher up your legs, so
Yeah.
they made your legs look mad short.
What's the most money you've ever spent on one pair of sneakers?
oh god, this kid's got like
Yeah,
fucking-
he
this kid's got fogs and shit.
Yeah.
The most money I've ever it's not going to be a lot because I would have a lot more sneakers if I didn't miss so much. Like I miss a lot. Like sometimes I'll be like, "Yo, like can I get this pair?" To be like, it's hard
Oh,
to find.
they're sold out.
I would say the most money I've ever spent on a pair of footwear probably like $1,100.
No shit, really?
Yeah.
How about you, Mike?
On sneakers, on kicks, probably like fucking, probably, God, I don't know, maybe like 3 or 4. I've
Yeah,
never really,
I think-
I've
I
never
think
gone
I-
to that level.
I think I paid for like a pair of ones once. I probably spent
I was
like 300
getting
bucks.
there though, and I was like, chill, because Danny was like influencing the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because he was.
Well, I've given
there
you
was-
guys a lot of
Yeah,
lot
yeah,
of
Danny's given us a
And
lot
then
of
it came to the
sneakers.
point where I didn't need to get any because he was just giving me all the shit that
Yeah.
he didn't fucking want anymore.
I'd go to his
Or
house
that he
just
never
like,
wore.
Yeah, I'd leave the house with like 5 boxes of
Because
sneakers.
he became a collect. That's what happens when you collect. It's the same thing. Like
Well, I
even with the
also-
video games now, it's just like I see them now, and I'm just like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like I would
But-
never look at you guys like sad saps, but I would just look at your shoes sometimes
Like this is
and
terrible.
be like, I just have so much heat that I don't wear. Like let them wear heat.
I gotta freshen these dudes up.
Yeah, I'm like, you know, there's nothing wrong with like an Adidas Superstar
Yeah,
or
yeah.
a fucking pair of Sambas or whatever. But I'm like, if my brother's gonna step out, like I'll throw him a Yeezy 700.
Shit,
Like,
I don't care. You saved me like fucking $3,000.
Oh, easily.
Yeah, bro. But I give them stuff that they like. Like if Michael likes retro sneakers,
Yeah.
so like I gave him a pair of fucking D
AIs.
Brown pumps
Yeah.
or Iverson questions.
Yeah.
You know, like stuff he wears. Like he'll wear a pair of. He likes retro sneakers.
Right. And I have the smallest foot out of all you guys. I'm
And
a
Maxes.
9.
I love Maxes.
I'm a
which is
9.
weird.
What size foot are you, Mike?
I'm a 10.5.
And Danny, what do you wear? 9.5? 10? Yeah. So once
Depending on the shoe.
yeah, I know that it varies, but once you guys got closer to shoe size, then I was out because Danny would be like, "You want to take these?" I'm like, "I can't wear them, bro. They're fucking full size too big."
Well, another thing is too, I've never realized how many people are sneakerheads. Fucking the chick who played Topanga is like a huge sneakerhead from Boy Meets World.
she is.
She loves sneakers. She was just like, yeah, these are like the SB Dunk Lows. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm not a SB Dunk.
I don't like those shoes at all. I feel like you got to be like a skater, bro. For
Yeah, I
those.
feel like I wasn't official enough.
You
on
don't
a on a skateboard to like. I played basketball. I could wear basketball. sneakers.
Younger kids love the Dunk Lows. Like
Yeah.
younger.
But
motherfuckers
Jared never really wore heat. Jared wore street heat.
Yeah,
By
I wore like
street
Timbs and
heat-
Air Force Ones,
Yeah, street heat was
white
like
on whites.
like drug dealer shoes. Like he
Yeah.
wore like Pumas.
Yeah.
He wore like Adidas shell toes.
You gave me the green and gray 6s, the Jordans.
Jared wore
Yep.
ACG boots.
Loved the
Jared
ACGs.
wore just like hood superstar shoes.
Yeah. And I never felt okay spending too much money because I always wanted to get a Champion hoodie and that shit cost like another $75.
I remember
Those are still doing. You could still wear
Coneheads?
Champions. Champions are still a thing.
Coneheads are the
Yo,
shit.
Jared bought a pair of Jordan 13s on eBay once, and they showed up, and they were the fakest
Dude,
sneakers I've ever
I
seen in
was
my life.
so butthurt, bro.
Why? How did you tell right away?
The smell.
Oh,
You could smell the adhesive, like the glue that they were using. They were 8s, right?
Nah, they were 13s, bro. They were
They were
the
13s? I thought they were the Bugs Bunny ones.
nah, they were the ones. They were the
so fucking mad, dude.
They were the ones that he wears and He Got Game, but they were the different colorway. They were Chicago colorway.
How old were you when you really started getting into sneakers?
Yeah, it was these.
Yeah,
you're right.
It was those,
it's exactly
because I
these.
looked at the hologram on it and I remember just being like,
I don't know, bro.
And I was like 12 or 13 maybe at the time. I was like, yo, the hologram looks weird on this. He's going, let me see it. And he was like, holy fucking shit.
Yeah, we knew it.
Yeah, we knew they were fake immediately. Because like if we looked at them on the eBay site and they were the real ones, but they sent him fake ones.
Fucking bastards.
God,
yeah, they got me.
You got fucking Chinatown?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were Chinatown.
Or
13.
or Canal Street.
Street,
You got
yeah.
Canal Streeted?
I did.
Yeah, those were the
Chinatown's
fucking...
like mostly food.
Never again.
Well, it's a lot of different.
Never
You wanted
again.
the He Got Games. You got the fucking He Got Changs.
Yeah. You got the
He got lames.
He got lames, yeah.
That shit, I remember, yo, he was so mad, bro. That shit was crazy.
Damn,
Yeah,
bro.
was your Lexus GS a 95?
It was a 93.
A 93.
Yeah.
Yo, it's so weird. You ever do like, the reason I asked that is because you ever do these things where you have to prove like your identity and like they'll pull up shit that you like almost forgot about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was like, yo, which one of these like houses are you associated with? And they had like Cross Hill on there.
Yeah, ones that
I was
you
like,
do.
yo, what the
like,
fuck?
ones
I was
that
like,
you
how do
I
they
know what
know
you're
that?
talking about.
Yeah,
I know
ones
what
that
you
you
mean.
didn't even live at.
Yeah. Here
Even
it is
it was
right
just
there.
someone related to you.
Yeah.
This was the reasonable doubt one. The Can't Knock the Hustle.
The Can't
Lex.
Knock the Hustle
Yeah.
GS 300. Yeah.
Dude, that car was fire.
Jared you had a good run of cars. For
I
a little
did.
while.
Yeah, I was saving money, man, and trying to fucking get whatever I could get my hands
Where
on.
were you finding them? Back in the day, 'cause there was
Jersey.
no was it-
Jersey.
Yeah, you
Jersey.
can't really find anything
Nah,
in New York.
Everything that I ever bought that was like pre-owned, that was in really good shape, I bought from Jersey.
Everything's sold out in New York
Yeah.
too. Like things go really fast.
Yeah.
You want to know what I was looking at the other day? Do you remember like the Fox Body Mustang?
Fox Body Mustang?
Look up the Fox Body
I
Mustang.
mean, what years are you thinking?
Like 88, 89,
Oh,
maybe
yeah, of
even like
course.
90, 91, 92.
Well, before the 88s, it was before I think 90, 91 is where they went with the lights where the front was broad, and then before that the lights were pushed in.
Yeah.
But yeah, my boy Dennis had a fucking 1991 LX, a fucking V8. That thing was a monster.
That thing was
5.0. Yeah, remember that thing?
Have you looked up after you look up the Fox Body Mustang, you'll remember when you see it.
Which one of your friends when you were younger, Jared, always had like nice shit, like a nice car?
Who had the best whip growing
Yeah,
up?
like
Who had the best whip growing
like
up?
16, like 13 to 16, or not
probably-
13,
yeah.
16 to and up.
It was probably like an Integra. Martin had that Integra that was kind of fire.
Yeah, but he had like hoopties that were like worked up and yeah. The nicest cars coming up, probably my boy Dennis. Dennis always had some fly shit because he had a 65 Mustang too, an orange one. It was fucking dope, 4-speed.
pretty cool,
Yeah,
yeah.
that shit was fire. Yeah, these are the Fox bodies. Yeah, the 5.0s. This is an 89.
Yeah, that
The,
thing was fucking sweet.
yeah, the Vanilla Ice ones.
Yeah, the Vanilla Ice. That's what it is. It's the Vanilla Ice whip.
Yeah,
No,
but this is the one Dennis had. This is a Fox body.
that
This-
shit was fire.
And Dennis had this in a charcoal gray.
Yeah, that
fucking
shit-
Yeah, I would like
Big
still
flow
rock.
mass.
I would like still push those.
I drive
That's
that
what
shit
I want
now.
to get one of
I
those.
drive that shit
but
now.
the thing I want to get if they ever do it, look up the Hyundai Le Grandeur. You could spell it wrong. It's like Grandior, like Grandia.
Like grandeur.
Grandeur, like Grandeur, the EV, bro. Look at this this whip. It's an old version of the car, but made as an electrical vehicle. All the way to you see the one on the top right?
This one here?
Oh my god, this thing is
This
so
one.
fucking dope, dude.
Oh yeah, no, this is like a huge luxury vehicle.
No. Go back.
Go back.
No, you see that one right there?
This one?
Go up,
Yep.
one over. That shit.
Oh,
That shit is fire.
You know what it
son.
looks like? A Toyota Cressida.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, it does. If you click on that link, it's fully futuristic, but it has an '80s body on it, and it's fucking fire.
Wait a second. Wait, so you're saying that the internals of this car are modern?
Yeah, it's an EV. It doesn't run on gas.
What?
Yeah, the Heritage pack.
This looks like a car you would do like chops in.
Yeah,
this is what
dude.
you dropping work off in.
That's why it looks fire. It looks like if you were a rapper in the '80s.
Oh shit.
There's more pictures of it. Yeah,
What the fuck is this? A Grandeur? A Hyundai Grandeur Heritage Restomod.
it's like a cyberpunk whip.
Oh,
What?
that's but it
I
looks
wanna see the
old on
interior.
outside.
If you keep going down, it's got interior.
It does?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a fucking.
That's the model they did it with.
This is the original.
That's the original model.
Okay.
But then look, they turned like all the shit like
Yeah,
LED
digital. Oh,
lights.
look at this.
That shit is fire from the front.
What the fuck is this?
Look at the inside, bro.
Is this, are they doing it or they're talking?
Yeah, this is fucking dope. That
dog.
shit is
so
fire.
they're talking about doing it or they're actually going to make this car?
They're talking about making it.
What's this thing gonna go for? You think?
Probably like 60K,
Yeah.
70K. It's a fucking Hyundai, dude.
Yeah, but that's actually an amazing idea.
Yeah, bro. I don't understand why more cars don't do. I hate the way Teslas look. Like they're cool cars.
Yeah.
But if you hit like if you made a square version of the Tesla 3, it would look so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Like it looks more futuristic. The 80, you have to take 80s future and put it now. That shit is hard.
Dude, it's legitimately an 80s body.
Yeah, it's an 80s body.
Damn, that's
80s had, I think the 80s might have had the best bodies for cars. If you look from even like the late 70s all the way up to like once the early 90s cars started to get a little weird looking.
Yeah,
I loved anything Porsche, like the boxes.
Yeah,
and
well, they didn't
And
really.
Lexus-
They didn't really
Lexus
change.
ruined-
Yeah, they didn't really change much. I think the best year of body styles for cars is the 50s, 50s
Yeah,
and 60s.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
those,
those
yeah,
are
the
much
old
cooler.
school, right? Because people
50s,
still fucking
50s,
rock those
dude,
and
50s
shit too.
Chevys
Yeah.
and fucking 60s Mustangs and things like that. Those cars were fucking phenomenal. Chevelles and Novas and all of that. Those cars were amazing.
Yeah.
I got 3 of the Nova. You ever see that? I got 3 of the Barracuda and 3 of the Nova. No, but
I hope
No,
they
they-
sell this car. I'd buy this shit.
hell yeah! I would buy. Oh, they got it in all white too.
What the fuck is this thing though? That's next to it. This little white one.
It might be a Saab.
Is it? No, I think it's another Hyundai. What's this?
I don't know. That shit is hard too. Oh, it's a Pinto, I think.
No shit.
I think they're making electronic Pintos too.
This is called the
What? That's
XG300.
XG300. That shit is
You
fire.
could still make a car look fucking thugged out. It doesn't have
Yeah,
to.
here
be,
it is.
doesn't have
This
to
is another model.
It doesn't have to smell like a fucking
This is the-
conveyor belt and
pony.
fucking olive oil.
Yeah,
You can fucking have a car that looks dope and it just futuristic. Fucking.
But just the fact that you would look at this car and be like, look at this piece of shit, and then open it up and it's fucking 2030 in that bitch.
I get
like
it
a
though.
DeLorean in
Some people want that rumbling and shit though. They want the.
interior on this shit, dog.
that shit is fire, son.
Can you still make a car sound fucking sexy as fuck, even though it's electric?
Yeah, you could put stuff on it.
I think
but
most people
it's not
think when
gonna-
they hear an electric car starting, it's just like.
it is like that.
It
Sounds
is.
like
It's
a gay gun.
It's just like, yeah, it's just like, it's, I think most people, you have those guys that are like, I don't know, man, I want to put a key in ignition, just hear that. You're just like, dude, all right, calm the fuck down. Yeah.
I remember
How many
like,
jizz stains are in your fucking, are on your seats from fucking the leather. in here?
like people might get upset at this, but I think like super customized cars, it's almost like watches.
Yeah.
Like when I see like a beautiful 5 Series BMW,
Yeah.
and it's got like so much shit put on it, I
Oh,
lose
you
my
turned
fucking
off.
mind.
Yeah, you go soft. You
Or
go soft.
You
looking at it.
you can overdo customizations on
Yeah,
vehicles.
it's like busting down a Rollie. Like, why would you do it?
Yeah, I've never
Now-
been into that either. I like that clean slate, like that clean, sleek fucking.
Now if you have the money to do it, it doesn't matter if you're busting down anything because you just have fuck you money. You want to just make like cars look crazy,
Right.
Then I'll give you that,
Right.
But if your thing is like, yo, I got like a 1998 M3 in really good condition, but I'm
yeah.
gonna put mad shit into it. It's like,
You also have people who love racing though. There's different car lovers.
Yeah.
You know? There's
Well, if
people
you-
for show. There's people for racing. There's people for drifting. Which you have to do different things to a car because drifting can like fuck a car up if
Yeah.
you don't have the right shit for
they
it.
they like make cars like specific like Subaru WRX like Imprezas and shit. Like that's what their biggest thing was. Like they're drift cars. I was like, how many of you are gonna drift the WRX Impreza?
yeah.
But the other thing too is like if I think the coolest car made, we brought up OJ before, the Bronco was probably the coolest bodied car I've ever seen.
I liked how the
Dude,
the
check this
Broncos
out.
look,
You want to
too.
hear some funny shit? So the Ford Bronco was originally going to be released on OJ's birthday.
Oh wow.
And I knew this from the beginning. I just confirmed it now. It says Simpson's birthday was the original release date. The new 2021 Bronco, when it came out, reveal date will now be July 13th. Ford had decided to move the Bronco reveal to July 13th after it realized the original date of July 9th was O.J. Simpson's birthday.
Oh, they changed.
There's no way they didn't know that.
Yeah, they had
No way.
That's
It's got to be the most famous thing to be affiliated with Broncos.
I think you could still buy that Bronco too. I think it's on sale somewhere.
yeah.
I saw it
I
on
looked
Pawn
up-
Stars.
Yeah, I saw that, and I was looking up the Beamer that Pac got killed in.
Yeah, so
it
you
went,
can
it went
still
for,
buy that.
Yeah, it went for like $1 million, like
People are
5-6
so
years
weird.
ago. Yeah.
I mean, I get it though. It is.
Dude, if I pulled
history,
up in
but-
the BMW that Pac got shot in, what I think it was like a seven was it a
series,
7
yeah.
series? Yeah.
Yeah, it was long as fuck. Like BMW bodies used to be so much cooler too.
Yeah, it was a 7. These BMWs, this body
Well, that's the best body BMW ever made. I think
in the 90s.
in the 90s.
Yeah, I love that look too.
Yeah.
the 80s for me.
Fatos used to have that shit.
Yeah.
Fatos had
Yeah.
an all white.
What's
one.
his name? What's his name? had
Smelled
one
like
too.
crayons inside.
Yeah, all BMWs smell like crayons.
What was this kid's name that used to run around Hastings? Fat Danny's brother. John.
Oh, John Pistorino.
John-
Yeah, he
John
bought
Pistor-
Fatos's.
Oh, he did.
he
Yeah,
bought
the
Tos's.
presidential shit. That shit was
shit is
fire.
fire, bro.
Johnny Pistol. Yeah, Pistol John.
Pistol John.
Yeah.
Pistol Johnny's.
Yeah, those cars, that look on the outside, and it's not even just because it's
Hard.
from back then. It just looks fucking awesome.
Yeah. I love
Yeah.
that this
There are
turned
cars-
into a car show right now.
Yeah,
But
I
I'm
know,
enjoying it. I don't care. I'm having
Well,
a good
because
time.
because we don't talk about cars much
Ever.
often, and I've always loved. Like I've never told you guys, like I love the God. I feel so weird saying 911. The 911 boxers.
The
the
911
911 Porsches.
The 911 Carrera?
Yeah,
Yeah,
those
turbo
things are
Ferraris,
fucking
yeah.
so. I even as a kid, something I was like, whoa, like what the fuck? This is like I didn't really care about cars growing up because remember like JR would say a car and he knew the version and the type and all that.
Yeah.
Now we could do it now that we're older, but he knew like what year and shit and all
Yeah.
that stuff. But I remember just seeing him. I remember him showing me the Porsche for the first time, and even as a kid, my mind was just like, "What the fuck?" Like it was just it attracted me. So it's
Yeah.
always been one of my favorite
You're a
cars in the
product of
in the,
the
all
90s, bro.
black.
Yeah.
James fucking Pierce Brosnan. Yeah, exactly. Like
911
those
was
Golden
fire.
Eye movies.
I think the
No, those weren't Porsches. Those were Aston Martins.
No, he was driving Porsche. He drove a Porsche in one of those movies.
I thought Aston
always
Martin
thought
was
he
always
drove
the
Aston Martins,
yeah.
too.
James Bond was always Aston Martins. I
it's
think.
only ever Aston
I think
Martin.
so.
Yeah.
Look up James Bond.
There might be a few Porsches in
Porsches.
this.
yeah, his fucking,
Yeah, not him driving, but in the movie.
I think he drove a Boxster.
That's what I mean. He definitely drove a Porsche.
Okay.
Not
that up.
either him or someone else did at one point.
Yeah, type in Pierce Brosnan Boxster. I think it was a Boxster. I don't know if it was a 911.
Yeah, I think it was a Boxster.
Yeah. What I was just talking about this the other day. Remember what we used to call dog farts?
Moonrakers.
Moonrakers.
Yeah.
Moonrakers. That was from,
Just 'cause from
James Bond.
James Bond, and it came from Valentino, our dog's ass.
No, it's a BMW.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a Beamer?
Yeah, I don't think they ever drove Porsches.
I don't
I
think
thought
they
he
did.
did.
Asked him.
Yeah, and it was Aston Martin, and I think
I thought he like.
Fucking Daniel Craig's fucking car from Skyfall is so fire.
Yeah, that shit is
God.
fucking
Oh,
so
my
good.
gosh.
Yeah, I love those.
Yo,
fucking
imagine
cars.
having that much budget for a movie where you buy an Aston Martin
And
just to
just
fucking
destroy it.
destroy it.
Yeah,
That's
fucking wild.
crazy.
yeah.
Do they make it especially for the movie to be destroyed though, or do you just
No,
buy
they
it, own
buy-
it, and then you fuck it up?
No, you have to buy it.
Jesus
Because
Christ.
this is the one that he has that Daniel Craig drives in the one of the more recent ones, right? The one with the dude that played Freddie Mercury. Which one was that?
Yeah, that's
Is that Skyfall?
Yeah, no, that wasn't Skyfall. That was something Never Die or something.
Yeah, Tomorrow Never Dies. Or
Which,
this,
Jesus
I
this
saw
Aston
that
Martin
in
was
England.
Fucking, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, dope.
The last.
Yeah, I
James Bond
remember.
Daniel
I remember
Craig
that.
did.
I was like, "Yo, this is the most fucking English thing ever."
Yeah,
that
I
you're
was like-
doing.
Selena was like, I don't know. I was like, no, we gotta go. And she was like, no, you're right. She was like, seeing a James Bond film in England.
Yeah,
Was
it
in
Skyfall?
London. No, it wasn't Skyfall.
Casino Royale.
No, Casino Royale was like the first one. I loved all those movies.
Yeah. Idris Elba backed out of it because they were giving him all types of shit, racial fucking backlash. For
Yeah, I
not
think the
James Bond.
creator.
Not surprised.
I think the creator was kind of
Yeah.
racist too.
If you could own any car right now, Mike, what would you own? Like, it doesn't have to be anything souped up, but if you could drive everything on a daily,
Probably
what would it
that Porsche, the Boxster.
Yeah?
yeah, because those fucking cars were like embedded in my brain.
You
I'm telling you,
like
it was like
more than
it was like seeing Jennifer Love Hewitt's cleavage for the first time.
Ah.
I was just like,
I know what you did last summer.
I'll never be over it. And those Porsches the body, how they just look fucking sexy. I realize there's a lot of other cars out there, but to be like, nah, those cars aren't good or not sexy.
No,
like,
it's
you're
your
out
car
of your fucking
crush.
mind.
It's your car crush.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
about
I'd
you,
probably
Dan?
say
What would you drive?
I have two. I have one that would be a racing one, and then one that would be a luxury one. It would be the Eleanor, the Shelby GT from Gone in 60 Seconds.
The fastbacks.
Oh my god, that car is so fucking
Sick.
dope.
Yeah.
That would
Okay,
be-
let's go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
That would be like if I wanted to be like pull up to a car show and be
Yeah.
really white for a
Flexing
weekend, I would
on
do
them.
that.
Yeah.
But if I had,
Shelby's.
I'm being honest with you, if I had to have a dream car that I drove every single day, it's not like a really expensive like kind of like car. It would be like the Jeep Grand Cherokee, the 4x4 shit.
Dude, that's what I was in. The Trackhawk?
The Trackhawk.
Dude,
that
that's got like
car's-
900 horsepower.
Yo, it's so fucking cool, bro.
It's so cool.
Because people are like, I want a Range Rover. I'm like, nah, give me that Trackhawk.
I want
bro.
that Trackhawk,
That shit is
dude.
fire.
Fire. Yeah. I've never been in one, but I know that they're fucking, they mean
Those
business.
shits be
I don't
moving.
think- I don't
You can
think-
drive that shit up the side of a mountain and shit.
I don't think I've ever been in a Range Rover in my life.
No? Range Rovers are cool.
I've been in a
never really
Pathfinder,
Range fan.
that's for sure.
Yeah.
I like all cars that are fire in like Atlanta, Georgia. Like those are
Yeah.
all the cars I like.
Yeah.
But a Jeep Grand Cherokee, bro, they were awesome.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
love those cars.
yeah. They look fucking sexy too, though.
Yeah.
For their size.
$100,000 for one of those.
Yeah, dude, they're expensive as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, even like the SRT8, like the SRT, that shit is fire,
Yeah.
bro.
I'm
They're
not gonna,
fast as fuck.
I always, because that's what we were driving. I've always loved fucking truck, like big cars too, though.
Yeah,
big cars
bro.
are the fucking shit.
like a
700 horses.
700 horses.
Yeah.
Like 707 in a truck. That's pretty
Yeah.
good. But
God, Expeditions back then.
Expeditions,
Yeah.
Escalade. I would love to drive an Escalade every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like those are kind of cars that I don't need like the fucking Bugatti Veyron
No,
or whatever.
no.
Yeah, those shits are so expensive to fix.
Yeah, they look fucking. A lot of them just look. I realize why a lot of people like the cars that they get. It's the flashy ones, but they just look so stupid to me.
Yeah, no,
And,
I
like,
need
I
a
don't care
vehicle
about
that can
fast.
perform, that could haul ass and go up the side of a mountain.
And make
I'm
you feel
going
like a
Trackhawk.
sex symbol. At the
Yeah,
same
Yeah,
time.
bro.
I'm going Trackhawk. Or I'd go with G-Wagon. I love G-Wagon.
G Wagon is great too. I love a G Wagon.
The sound that it makes when it closes the door, it's like have you ever heard that sound?
No. It's just
The
like,
sound, there's something about there's a ceiling sound.
Yeah.
The way that the mechanics of that door work, like when you close it, it's literally music. There's something about it. It just
shit is
sounds
hard, bro.
so.
It's just like.
It's just perfectly made.
And when I see like Rolls Royces and shit and like in fucking Maybachs and shit, I'm like, well, somebody's supposed to drive you in that car.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
that's
you can
back,
drive
that's
it. Like,
backseat shit.
like, but that's back seat. Like, I don't want to be like, that's like buying like a silver chain that's like gold plated in gold.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, damn, if I can't afford the driver, I don't want this car.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like, if I could just have the car, it'd be cool, but I'm driving my own Rolls
Yeah.
around.
If I could do it my way, I'd have a very, very clean like 88 325 convertible. And then I would have like one of those Jeeps.
Yeah,
It doesn't have to be
there's
the
nothing
Trackhawk. It could be a
driving
big deal.
driving
Nah,
a
it's fine.
convertible is such a fucking awesome feeling. It's just
Yeah.
like it's like it's borderline like who needs roadhead when you just have no fucking roof to your
Yeah,
car.
yeah.
Like just the wind going through you is like sexual enough.
Bro, there's
but I
like-
love convertibles.
There's like a
too.
1990 like Toyota Tacoma that I love.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Tacomas are the shit.
Tacoma-
The
like-
tacos, they call them tacos.
Yeah, yo, I'm like, yo, these little like fucking Japanese pickup trucks from like the early 90s are awesome.
Yeah.
Like they're not like cool or anything, but it's like even those like a F-150 from like 1986.
Yeah.
Like I like older looking shit. I don't like the way new cars look. They,
No, but
they
that's-
don't do anything.
But that's what cars do for people that are car people, not just guys, but like anybody that's car people. Like you will drive the car that you loved to look at when you were like 12.
Right.
The car that you couldn't drive because you couldn't afford it or you just weren't old enough.
Yeah.
In this age, adult age, you're like, I would fucking drive that car right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's because that's the car that I was jocking when I was a kid. I was just like, oh, yo, when I get older, I'll get some bread. I'm gonna fucking get one of those. I never got one.
Yeah.
Like, and I would love to have a fucking ragtop fucking Bronco.
Yeah.
that you could just
The new
fucking
ones?
pop down.
Yeah.
I don't like the way the new ones look.
Oh, you're talking like 70s.
I'm talking
Bronco.
70s,
Yeah.
like with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah,
has and
yeah.
shit.
This dude that lived by Carbone in Miami across the street had a mint condition Bronco from the 70s, and I think he told me he was like, I think it was worth like almost $100,000
with the top that you could take down.
He left the top off
left
all
the
the
top
time.
off all
He
the
would
time.
hardly
Bro.
drive it, but when he did, he'd always be out with his family. And every time he came by, everybody that saw that truck was like, "Dude, that fucking truck is gorgeous."
Yeah, I want that Bronco. I want an old Bronco
Yeah.
really bad.
Yeah.
So like anything like a reliable Jeep.
Especially out here, like
Yeah.
Northeast. Like, I mean, even though we're like not like the craziest cold seasons, but all the hills and shit, it's like you have to have an all-wheel drive vehicle.
You know what car
of
I
some
liked
sort.
a lot too for a little while was the compressor, the Mercedes. The compressor was kind of
the little two-door
the little
convertibles?
two-door
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
I like little two-door shit too. I don't know. I have like a wide spectrum of like whips that I like. Like
It's a drive a compressor.
drive a compressor, and it wasn't like the nicest Benz. You know, like they
No.
were way
No.
nicer, way more expensive,
Yeah.
like McLarens and shit. Like I can't drive a McLaren. Like I'd be afraid to drive a McLaren.
Yeah, I mean, I do love like you're talking about big luxury cars that you're supposed to sit in the back of, but like those S500s and shit like that, those big body
big.
fucking Benzes, they're too big. But I've always liked luxury, luxury
Me too.
vehicles. Like
yeah, because
even,
they're like airplanes.
right, even going back to like 60s Continentals and shit like that. Like those cars are so fucking gangster, bro.
Yeah.
That to me was always like some cool like gangster shit. You hop
Like-
out of like a big sedan.
Like a big sedan, or like a 73 Impala, I think it is.
6.4 is the one that you see.
The 6.4
Yeah.
Impala, the 64 Impala. But if you look at I like the 1973, the build of the 1973 too, if I'm correct. Look at
The
the
round,
19
like a more rounder body.
Yeah, I think it's a rounder body.
Oh yeah.
Those shits are hard,
Yeah.
son.
Yeah, that's fire.
You know
right
what I
there.
mean?
You know
Like-
what the gas mileage is on that thing? It's probably like 3 miles per gallon.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Let's see what it is.
Yeah.
MPG.
You know what was a nice?
It's got to be like 10.
Yeah, probably. It's like 10. Can't be great.
11 miles per
That's
gallon.
where, like,
11 miles per
That's where my
gallon.
cheapness comes into play. I just want the most Japanese, like it's like just fucking gas saving vehicle.
Bro,
out
the
there.
new the new Prius is fire.
Yeah, they're cool looking. There's a car that they have out now that's an electric car. I think it's called a Polestar. Have you
yeah,
seen
yeah,
those?
yeah. They
Those
have
fucking
one.
cars are cool, man.
Sounds like a famous stripper.
yeah,
Have
yeah.
you seen the Rivians or whatever? The Rivians are fire
Who
too.
makes those?
I don't know. I don't know who they're associated with, but if you look up Rivian, they got some fire ass electronic whips too.
Yeah.
Rivian
These cars
sounds
ain't
like
cheap
a,
though.
Sounds like a
Nah,
fucking,
they're never cheap.
Sounds like a British R&B singer.
I want that Cybertruck too. I drive that shit
Yeah,
too.
Cybertruck. I mean, Cybertruck's cool. The idea
it,
of
bro?
it, like
yeah.
Yeah.
how
But
the
they have like souped up ones that look.
That's crazy.
is the Cyber one, like when you brake, it actually adds fuel energy to the car and makes it actually gain mileage.
Yeah, that's crazy. I remember just
The
when
dual
hybrid
motor
cars
shits.
came out. I remember Uncle Dom had a hybrid Camry.
Well, there's a
Yeah, and I was like, well, how does this work? And he was like, I don't know.
Yeah. He's like, I don't know. Yeah. And I remember he paid a lot for it because they get you for those cars because you save money on
Can
gas.
you guys remember anything in a car when you were younger that you saw that you never saw in another car? And you're like, what the fuck does this do? This button or whatever. Like it didn't do what it was supposed to.
Yeah.
Like I feel like
No, but I remember one of you fucking idiots. Literally, that was
it
you.
was me and him. He
You
did it
both
too.
did it?
I think he did it also.
Dude, pressed in the cigarette lighter, took it out, and
because
just
we
put your
I didn't-
finger right
I
on
didn't know
it.
what it
What the
because
fuck are you doing?
We weren't smoking cigarettes because we didn't know we were fucking kids. I didn't know it was for like being a degenerate smoker. So I just like would push it in, and I'm like, oh, why is it like glowy woey?
Yeah.
I'm a child, and I go in, and I just remember. And then Danny touched a fucking one of Mom's like film lights
Oh yeah.
in the hallway, and Danny was just like, and I remember Mom just being like, no, and Danny was just like, no, and went like this, and Danny showed his blister like the next day, and it was the craziest thing I've ever fucking seen.
I remember I played so much Street Fighter 2.
Yeah, you had a blister on your
That I had
thumb.
a
That was
blister.
crazy. I remember that.
And then Dad came and popped the blister, and it shot everywhere like water.
Yeah, it was yeah, like oh my god,
Danny used to play. And Danny would lick the side of his mouth so much that it would get
Red.
Yeah, it would
Jared
get red.
would
from
just
playing.
beat our ass in real life every time we beat his ass in Street Fighter. He would get so mad.
There was nothing better than the passing of the guard in sports video games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
When Jared would come
I
home
just didn't
and I
have
would
it
just
for you guys.
fucking work his
yeah,
And
just
some
beat
Madden.
it, yeah.
Madden.
Yeah.
Just kill it.
We'd be
Work
we'd just
his
be
ass.
chilling. We'd be like Jared, be like, yeah, and Jared be like, oh yeah.
No celebrating.
And then just get up and walk and like get a snack in
That's
the kitchen.
you want to know, but
why would you get so mad?
because I never showboated with you guys when I would play. I would never be like, "Yeah, motherfucker." I would just beat you.
Yeah,
and be
we
like,
definitely
Yo.
did do
No, you guys would like flex, be like, "Yeah," with your fucking yeah. And I'm like, "All right, do it again, bitch." I just bare hand you like in your chest.
That warrants abuse.
Yeah, you used to hit us a lot.
But it was so funny though, because Jared, it wasn't all the time, but I do remember like one specific time because I was talking shit. I remember I was talking shit. It was when we were getting ready to move, and there was nothing. Because you remember with the period where we were moving to
back to 56,
back to
66,
and there was there was less furniture in the fucking living room. But we were staying back one day, and me and Jared were just home alone. And I did that. I was like, because I think you were winning a lot at one point.
Of course,
and then we finally got better. And then I remember being Jared, and Jared's like, yeah. And I was like, what the hell? And
Danny started beating me in video games.
Bloody. It was like a hard smack on the head, and then we would just be like, what the fuck? And you'd be like, what? And then you just go get a snack.
Danny started beating me in video games at like 6. So
Jared, I remember one time Jared, we were playing Street Fighter Alpha, and I was just fucking kicking Jared's ass, like really kicking his ass, and he's like, "Yo, like what the fuck?" Because I used to do sessions with one of Jared's friends who's a video game nerd, this kid Wally.
Yeah.
So like I was his like understudy. Like he could always beat me. Like he never showed me enough to like beat him.
Yeah.
But he showed me enough to beat everybody else around me.
Yeah.
So I remember I would just fucking beat his ass one time, and I remember I was sitting in a chair one time. And Jared was like, "Oh yeah," and like ripped the chair out from underneath me, and I literally fell on the floor, and he like stomped me on the fucking chest. Like
Jared
times.
was like Jared was the king of like not really actually fully hurting you, but like doing something that made you say, "What the fuck?" Like
scare the shit out of you.
Yeah, like still scare you, but like never like it wasn't like he left like a welt on us or anything. Jared was never like that.
He never beat us.
Yeah,
he would hold his punches and kicks.
Only when we got older he would, but when we were kids he would do things. He would just do things. This is Jack, by the way.
This is Jack Attack.
Jack and Man.
We were making.
But yeah, it was so funny. And one memory that I really fucking have that was one of the funniest shits ever was one of the funniest things was we had Jared was Jared.
Say what's up. Yo, spit some.
Yo, say something real quick.
Ooh.
Get down. Good boy.
Get off.
Go, Jackie. Go, Jackie. Go.
I just saw him in the chair.
You look like a fucking chicken nugget that smells like shit.
But he's not, it's just intrusive.
Cash just looks like a fucking divorced wife.
So Jared's other dog. Jared's other dog has this thing where he just brings you random shit in the room. He doesn't want to tug a war it. He just gives it.
It's a gift.
He'll be up and he'll be like, "Yo." He'll take his shoe and be like, "Yo, rough dog, you chilling tonight?" And then he just leaves it with you.
He knows he's bartering gifts for
now he's
attention.
Yeah, he looks like an old like fucking shaman.
He looks like an old Italian wife with like
That's
the
what
poofy hair.
He looks like an old Italian wife, like bringing
He's a
food.
good boy. He's a good boy.
But yeah, so I'll never forget this one memory. Jared, so Danny, we knew Danny was like really good at Street Fighter, and Jared had so many friends at the pool that he worked
I
at.
know the story.
And one day, I remember I don't think Danny was with us. I was with Jared beforehand. Jared goes, "None of you could beat my younger brother in Street Fighter. I'm telling you right now." And they were all like, "Yo, well, wax this kid." And Danny's like, Jared goes, "I want all of you to come to the crib and try to see if you could beat Danny." And I was like, whatever. And they were like, "Let's do it." Yo, like fucking no joke, like 10 dudes. 10 of Jared's friends showed up. Yo, there was a line outside the door getting ready to fight Danny. And Danny's just sitting there in the middle of the couch, just like this little like calm like demon child, like just ready to fucking wax all these older guys. And Jared's like, "Yo, next." I think there was money involved. Yeah, Jared's like, "All right, next." And I remember one dude came in specifically that gave Danny like an okay thing, but then Danny did like some the Akuma like fucking like death sentence thing.
Ultra combo.
Yeah, and then the guy gets up,
Raging demons.
and then the guy gets up and then just goes to Danny. He goes, "This little cheap motherfucker does the same cheesy shit, little cheesy ass bitch." And then Jared's like, "Yo, chill." And he got up and walked away, and Danny's just sitting there like, "Next."
Yeah.
Dude, it was like 8 dudes trying to beat Danny in fucking Street Fighter.
Couldn't do it.
I remember we went to Juan Bonilla's house one time.
Yeah.
Because they wanted more.
Rest in peace.
They brought me off a fucking off of like neutral site. They wanted neutral site games.
Yeah.
And he would always play his Sagat, and I fucking whipped his ass.
Yo, he did play his Sagat.
And he kicked me so hard.
Did he kick you?
Yeah, in my chest.
Yeah.
That it was crazy, bro.
Yeah.
He
Juan kicked you?
Yeah, Juan.
I don't remember that.
No, but
Juan did weird shit. He pulled me down. We were swimming once, and I fucking felt like I was, because I almost drowned as a kid. So it like was coming back to me while I was in the water, flashing. And I remember just getting up. And you remember like little kid rage? I was just like, you motherfucker, I'm telling the police. I'm telling everyone. And Juan's just laughing because it was the diving board section.
Everybody had better gold chains back then, I remember.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Everyone had heavier, thicker,
Dude, I
better
lost
gold
my gold
chains.
chain at Sprain Ridge.
Yeah, someone stole it.
But I dropped it.
Oh, did you drop it?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. And then
They were weird at that job. Like, they have a day where they would, like, destroy company property. There was, like,
Yeah, we would get into all types of trouble.
they were
up
just
there.
like, yo, it's, like, Wednesday.
All types
So,
of
like, they would
trouble.
grab, like, an old toaster and, like, all beat it and destroy it.
Yeah,
That
smash
was,
shit.
that
Did you guys, not on the job, but did you drink there? Like,
No, I never drank. I would smoke bud and shit. I never drank.
Oh, you
on
weren't a
that
big-
time. I took that shit seriously. Like lifeguarding, dude, that shit paid the bills, and I was like really good at it.
Yeah,
know
you
what I
were.
mean?
No, you were great. You were the best at it.
I never ever joked, but we would party there late night. That's what we would do. We would all come back late at night with like girls that we met during the day, and go back to the pool like skinny dipping and shit. We would get kegs and shit, but I never drank while.
Do you think that was some of like your favorite times, like
Hands down.
partying at
Hands down.
Chemka? I mean Chemka.
At
What was it
Sprain
called?
Ridge.
Sprain Ridge.
Sprain Ridge.
Ridge.
Hands down, some of my most, like my fondest memories of like that I can really vividly remember was working there and chilling. Dude, we were kings of the world there.
I know you guys ran. You ran. It was like who was in charge that was letting you, like these younger kids just like fucking do whatever.
Well, Greg
basically.
Dusaplon was the
Greg,
superintendent
yeah.
of the
Yeah,
company.
Greg.
Then he was like my super, like a year.
Yeah,
like
his son.
10 years later.
His son was.
Yeah, Greg
His
Jr.
dad, Greg Senior, was the superintendent of Westchester County Pools, and he knew us all from kids, so he would hire us. He hired me. He dude, I don't want to tell you. I mean, he's not here now. We can talk about it. But he changed my birth certificate so that I could work a year earlier because I was such a good swimmer. And he was like, yo, let's see if you could pass the test. And I passed that shit, man.
Yeah, you
easy.
probably crushed
And he
it.
was like, yo, I'll get you a job there. Me and Kiana worked there together for a while.
Jared used to have to give me my certification, and he would make me do it for real.
Yeah.
Like he wouldn't just be like, all right, like here's your cert. He's like, no, you have to come to the pool and do all this
Yeah,
shit.
but I was doing you a favor, man. You're gonna fucking hurt somebody. Get certified.
Nah,
in
I
life
was
and-
nice. I was nice.
No, you were good. You
Yeah.
passed it. Yeah.
I was nice at one point. Like that shit was like.
No, I took that shit seriously.
Well,
There-
yeah, we used to go to
there was
lanes, and Jared would just be fucking butterfly swimming, like reliving his high school
I'll have
days.
a fucking stroke now.
I
if do that.
remember. Yeah, there was like that whole crew was kind of weird. There was like an 18-year-old girl that would like kiss me on the lips all the time.
Yeah, they were dude. Those girls that we worked with there were nuts.
I don't think they were
all
18.
college-
I think they were like
dude. They were
16,
all
right?
college
Oh,
girls, and
were
I was
they?
like
No, they were-
16.
Yeah, they were college.
They
bro.
were all like juniors in college, and those girls would just get wasted and be like, "Yo, let me see your dick," and I'd be like, "I just got out of the pool,
90s
babe. You don't want to see this thing."
90s are awesome.
Yeah,
Dude, they were
there was
nuts.
some girl that worked. They were like green shirt people.
They're lackeys.
Yeah,
We called them lackeys.
Lackeys.
Yeah.
And like this girl was like pretty hot, dude.
No,
It was,
there
They
were
were all
concession. The
cute chicks.
concession. There was these two concession stand girls that Jared knew that were like loved me and Danny as kids, and me and Danny thought we were gonna like lose our virginity. At
Yeah,
like
they
8.
used to like grab me by my face and kiss me on the mouth.
Yeah. No, those girls, dude. They were all
They were
college.
nuts.
They were college girls.
They'd be like, "He's so cute." Mwah. And I'd
I
be
worked.
Like, yeah.
I worked there from 15 till I was like 21. So it was like all those girls that worked that were there that were older than me. They'd be like, "Oh, you coming out with us to party?" And I'd be like 16, 17, like going out. And these girls were like just perverts,
Yeah,
just taking advantage of me. I loved it.
It's a double standard.
I know.
it is in this.
I would not meet to any of them. That's why I won't drop their
Nah,
names.
dude, I
but
won't
even
say
if
any of their
yeah,
names
they're all
either.
like married and they don't want to talk about how they were pervs. But and Kiana used to say it. She's like, "Yo, that's my little brother." And she's like, "But he's cute."
God.
That's it.
How long was Kiana? How long did you and Kiana both work there for?
We worked there together until we got into a fist fight at work.
You and Kiana fought each
Kiana
other.
and I got into a fist fight at work. Yeah, she beat the
God.
shit out of me, scratched me all up, and then I got sent to Saxon Woods.
I remember
She's like,
that.
"You don't know my name's fucking Julia."
Yeah, you don't know, Beltran. Yeah, she gave me the business.
What was it? Do you remember what it was over?
We just hated each other at that time in our lives.
Yeah, you
Kiana
guys are
and I-
both raging teens.
Yeah, Kiana and I got really cool once I started smoking bud like on a regular. That's when we became cool, and I don't think Kiana and I have had any type of argument since then. It's
No,
probably
you
over
guys
close to
were you guys
30
were very
years.
close.
Now there was one argument that I think I've brought up on the show before, but we, mom and dad went out when they were like our parents rarely went out. Like, they did not do things together.
is this the day she hit me with the broom?
No, this was the day that I guess both you guys were told to watch us. And it was Michael, Kathy, and me.
Yeah.
And you were just being like, I'm going out. I remember you just be like, no, I'm going out. You're staying with them. And then Kiana was like, I'm going out. And Jared was like, no, I'm going out. And then like Kiana like went to attack him, and Jared just fucking pushed her fucking. Remember where we used to have that old phone in 1566 Nepperhan? There was like that little window kind of
that
area
looked into the living room.
that
from
looked
the
into
kitchen,
the living room, and I just remember seeing Kiana go, like her arms went up.
Yeah.
And Jared like looked like back at 1 second, like, should I help her up? And he was like, I'm out of here.
And just like walked out.
And he walked out, bro, and he just left. And then Kiana called mommy and was like, well, I'm leaving too. So they just left us there.
Yeah.
So like I was like, yo,
You're
I was
welcome.
like, what's going on? And then I remember I went upstairs with grandma and drew Ninja Turtles with her.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
So
what we did half the time. We would just go upstairs. Right?
Drink tea and eat crackers.
Yeah, because this guy used to fucking set up fucking cockfighting anytime he would have to babysit. He used to have all of his friends come over and make Michael and I
fight each other.
Have like no shirts on in like warrior mode and like
we're wearing like fucking fucking TIE fighter bandages around our
you guys
fucking
came
like
out to
kickboxing
soundtracks.
shit.
I remember one of the songs was that shit that skidadading, dim ding.
Yeah. Oh, was that what it?
I
I know what you're talking
and then
about.
one of you came out to the
like the
Macarena.
old '90s club fucking song.
Yeah, it was like so you could dance kind of shit.
I just remember one time
or American Dance Party, whatever the
it was
fuck
like '98, whatever that,
Dude, that shit
fucking
was
show
like
was called.
that shit was like fucking Deer Hunter.
But
bro.
Mom
This guy made
came
us
in.
fight in front of all of his friends. And
Yeah,
shit.
we were always fighting.
You guys
doing
liked
that.
it though.
No, I remember
we had
one-
fun.
Yeah, like the first 3 times, and then I remember Mike just being like, "Yo, we don't have to do this, man." Like Christopher Walken.
Yeah.
You guys went on strike.
Yeah, he was like, "Yo, we don't have to do this, man." And Mike was like, "Let's do it."
Yeah.
He was like, "No, we don't have to, man. Just come home with me."
Yeah, I'm
I
like,
was no.
I like shut the door. I'm like, let's just get it over with. Let's give them what they want. Let's give them what they want,
I'm
bro.
sorry. I'm
He
sorry.
used to make us literally fight each other in a room full of like 10 drunk teenagers,
Yeah.
probably.
Or just high.
Yeah.
Probably both.
Probably
at that
both.
point.
Yeah,
at
probably
that
both.
point.
Yeah, there was that time living there. I used to love coming back from Jersey because I liked Jersey, but I hated it too.
It was time to get reckless.
Yeah, and it was
Back
whenever
here.
we came home. Yeah, we felt more free when we were here. But I remember just that one summer, I was always on Uncle Joe's computer, and like I just would like back then you could click someone's name and see if they were in a chat room.
Yes.
Oh, I
And
remember that. Yeah,
and he was like in his 30s or whatever, and I think he was in like Christian Singles, and I followed him into the room with a fake name, and I was like, Jesus isn't real. And I kept spamming it in the it was Christian Singles, and I just kept writing Jesus isn't real. Like, I was such a piece of shit. And then I'll never forget I've told this before, I think too, but like Uncle Joe came in the room and was like, "Hey, McGuan, do you want to like?" And then he came in, and I had been going through my emails, and I swear to God, this is when you used to get porn spam emails.
Yes.
You can get them now, but everyone knows it's spam. Like you don't click them.
Yeah.
This is when you would open it, and it would just be like, like flashing tits and everything.
yeah.
And he comes in and he goes, "Oh, this is what you do all day?" And I was just like, "Dude, this is a fucking spam email." He goes, "Oh yeah, sure." And he goes into the other room and he goes, "This is the fucking filth you're looking at." And he didn't curse, but he was like, "This is the filth you're looking at." And I'm just like, "Dude, I swear to God." He goes, "Oh yeah, tell me about it." And he like, it was that old fucking gateway he had. I remember the first time I was up in Caitlin's
Gateway PC.
I was up in Caitlin's apartment in that area, like the top floor.
Yeah.
And the first time just hearing like spooling, and I just remember like turning around as a kid, and I go, "What is that?"
Yeah. What is that?
Bro,
You honestly never haven't stopped since.
I stole a fucking picture. I used to go in chats, act like a female, like a sexy Spanish female, and I would get young Dominican guys as pictures of them like near their cars, and I would keep them and then use them to get ass pictures from girls online.
Dude, brilliant.
Oh, so you would be like an older dude.
So I'd be an older dude. So and I'll never forget. It was this one Dominican.
That entire first half was really gay.
I got the fucking. I got the
pictures
first.
of Dominican dudes.
I got the first picture of this guy, and I'll never forget. It was this Dominican light skinned dude. He was just standing, and he was just like this up against his Beamer.
Fire.
And I stole it, and I used to, and I would go, and I remember sent me the picture. I just went thanks and signed off.
Yeah.
Because I made a whole name and everything. I just wanted hot chicks so bad that I was willing to do the most supreme gay shit for it.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually pretty smart though. You were catfishing.
It worked.
You were catfishing in like
I was
the you were catfishing in the 90s.
But then I got payback for it though, because some girl got me for like 3 months, and then Jonathan was like, "Yo, dude, I don't think your girl is Valerie. She used that name." Like whenever I hear the Amy Winehouse song, I'm like traumatized from it.
That's so funny.
She would like, "I love this song," and then she used that name for her fake name. And Jonathan goes, "Dude, I don't think that's your Valerie." And I go, "Who is it then?" And he like holds up a picture. He goes, "Dude, it's Russian actress Romanikov Yochapanovich." And I'm like, "How the fuck does this guy know this fucking hot chick?"
Rebecca Rapinoe.
And I was like, "Leave it to John." Like John knew, and he saved my ass.
John's an internet sleuth.
John saved my ass. He goes, "Dude, I know that face," and he like knew the name and everything. He like showed me the girl, and I was like, "Jesus Christ!" And I got catfished for like 3 months. Damn, 3 or 4 months, 5 months.
I got it on eBay. They catfished me with those sneakers.
And then got a fake number, like, and tried to get me again later on in the future. And I could tell because when I was talking to the person, he'd be like, "Hey, what's up?" It was like very Michael Jackson sounding.
Oh my god, it was
and
a
I was
dude.
Like, it might have been, yeah. It could have been. Yeah.
I think I got catfished by a dude on Snapchat.
They never told me.
I think I got. Yeah, no, wait.
They sent me an email that said "I'm sorry" like 4,000 times. It just said "I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry."
I got hit on today at LAX when I was waiting for my my plane by a dude.
By a dude?
He was just like, "Are you from here?" And I was like, "No, I'm from New York." He was like, "Oh, you look like you're from here." I'm like, "What does someone look like that's from here?" He's like,
Yeah, that's kind of a flirty
I'm telling
gay
you,
back
I'm
then.
telling you right
now. He was like, "Yeah." I was like into it. I was like, "But tell me more." And he was just like, "Yeah, like you're really handsome and all this other shit." And I was just like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "Is that your pickup line?"
I'm telling you right now, no one has
He
never.
was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Well, it ain't gonna work."
No one's ever made me feel more flattered than a gay guy has.
Yo,
though.
gay dudes hitting on you. Always
I don't think a woman has ever made me feel as sexy or as loved as a gay guy has within the first 5 minutes.
It's true. It's true.
I was like, dude, if I was gay, I would suck you right here at this bar. You're making me feel like a superstar.
No, it's true. Like
I feel so pretty.
They'll make you feel like really pretty for like the first 10 minutes. And then it's like, you think about it, it's like, this guy wants to thrash my ass.
Yeah, he would pound me.
You
He
know
would
what I mean?
destroy
Like,
me.
he's really sweet right now.
Yeah.
If I let him pound
But
this
he
ass,
wants to
would
do what
destroy
I want to do to girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wants to do that to me.
I remember
to my fucking
To my
asshole.
butthole.
we were at Roadhouse and this guy came up to me and I bought him a drink because I was like, this guy made me feel like a fucking goddamn prince.
Yeah.
He comes up to me, he goes, "I just got to tell you, you are outrageously handsome."
He's like,
And I was
"Oh,
just
sweetie,
like-
thank you."
I was like, "Oh, pull down your pants." No, but seriously, it just made me. I don't think anyone's made me feel prettier than a gay guy
That's
has.
it. Hey man,
At the
compliment's
bar.
a compliment, bro.
Hey man, you give a gay guy an inch, they're taking a mile,
forget
and it's
it.
flattering. You know what I mean? It's like they're shooting their shot. Like, what do they have to lose?
Oh my
Very
God.
awesome choice of phrasing too, by the way. Give a guy an inch.
Give a guy
Give
an
an
inch.
eye an inch,
Yeah.
you take the whole
He'll
six.
take your anus.
No, but I feel like gay people just know how to party, dude.
Yeah, they do.
They're like,
Yes,
hey, we're
they
gonna
do.
fuck. We're just gonna get after it.
They're
Do the whole thing.
a festive bunch.
Yeah, I just think straight people have made it just way more difficult to like, love and everything.
Yeah.
Like, you know, what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, we're very.
We're very picky with our penis and vagina and trading off. You know what I mean? Gay people just know how to fuck, dude.
Yeah.
They just fuck.
They just fuck.
And they don't care, dude. They're like, hey, what's up? Like, I wonder if some gay guys do fetishize straight aim, though.
I'm sure. I'm sure it probably is for somebody.
Like, they want to turn out our straight anus.
Oh,
probably-
dude,
it
that is
probably
no.
is.
That's definitely a thing because for a good amount of time, a few years ago, I was hanging out with my group of friends that in a lot of the dudes were gay, and they would talk about it all the time. That like a lot of the guys that they would hook up with that were like randos were all married straight dudes.
All I know is that if it wasn't for Karamo in Real
Straight
World,
dudes.
I would have never learned the term homo thug.
Yeah. Shout out Karamo.
Shout out Karamo, come on the show.
Come on the show.
I would have never learned who's killing it. I didn't know Karamo's like crushing it. Like has
Yeah,
been-
dude. He's been on fucking
He has his own
Queer
show,
Eye for
I-
the Straight Guy and shit.
Yeah, and he has his own show and everything.
Yeah.
And
Karamo's the
I
man.
and I remember seeing Karamo for the first time on Real World, and I think he said something. He's like, I categorize myself as like a homo thug. And I was like, it was the first time I ever heard that. I was like, I love that. It's amazing.
Oh, they're out there.
Oh, let me ask you a question.
Go
All
ahead.
right. Realistically, if I came to you one night, just hypothetically, and was like, "Yo, bro, got like fucked up and like asked this guy," and like I came to you and was just like, "Yo, I did that."
I wouldn't give a fuck.
No.
You know what I'm gonna say. I don't care.
But what if that happened to me like 4 times?
I mean, I'd be surprised because I'd be like, "What's up with your marriage? What the fuck are you
Dude,
like?"
honestly,
I'd
first
be,
of all,
I'd be
I
more
would've-
like, "Did you tell Selena?"
No, like,
yeah,
would you
yeah.
think like, all right, after 3, like, how many times are you gonna mistakenly do this?
Yeah.
Oh, like if you just every time you go, if you said to yourself, "Oh, I made another mistake,"
Yeah, if I was like, yeah, I did it again.
I'd be like, "Hey, man, I think you're gay." That's what I would say. I think you're gay.
What?
And there's nothing wrong with that.
No, what number do you think would you have to like say that? I think after 2.
I think after the second time.
I
Yeah,
honestly-
after the second time, I have
I'd
to
be like, hey,
immediately.
it would be it would be iced tea all over again. I'd be like, "That means you're gay."
That means you're gay. I got news for you. That means you're gay.
That was good.
I did sound like
I got
did.
news for you.
Yeah. I would say that as I've gotten older, more of my guy friends
Jack, you suck.
that were always like heterosexual to the nines when they were younger, not all of them, but have come to me and been like, "Oh, me and my wife split up and I'm dating this dude." And I think because I come from an era where you would just make fun of each other for doing gay shit. Yeah. As you get older, you become more mature about it. It's like I've had some of my friends come to me and say that they're just like, "Dude, I'm bi," and I'm like, I didn't know that. Dude, one of my good friends in high school that I used to run around getting into all types of havoc with came out to me before he came out to anybody, and I was like, "Bro, why are you telling me this?" He was like, "Because you're the only person I feel like I could trust to actually say it to." He was like, "I can't say this shit to my brothers. They'll fucking throw me out of the house."
Yeah, dude.
So if
Oh
you
my
came
God,
to
in
me
the
and said that you were bi, I would be like, "All right, well, I mean, we were waiting for it to happen anyway." It's like out of everybody, you know what I mean? It's just like somebody was going to come up with it sooner or
in
later.
all seriousness, though, I can't imagine. I can't imagine. I in all seriousness, I can't imagine feeling that way though. And then like in the '80s or whatever, when everyone thought you were automatically just like a sick person for it. and shit.
Yeah.
You know, like telling people and something that you can't fucking help. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I would definitely bust your
fr-
balls though.
Even
like,
in the
a lot.
'90s. Oh yeah,
dude.
yeah.
I'd
but
pick
like,
on you so much.
But we're just like hetero brothers. Like it's not like I don't think we've ever meant it. Like let's go out and find one and stomp them to death.
Never.
Never, but I get like it's got to be I'm just like petting the jab.
Yeah, right.
It's got to be it's just like part of the combo. He's like, "Yeah, I feel you."
It's like, yeah,
I hump this guy every fucking day in his ass.
You guys are all gay.
Yeah. He knows. This guy's gayer than anybody in here. These two hump on each other like they're fucking
My dogs are gay.
like they're
too.
tripping on e-pills.
So annoying. I'm like, not that they're gay. It's just all day.
Yeah.
You know.
Every now
Take
and then
1 hour out of the day to be gay with each other.
Look at him. Touching the mic. Jackie.
He's like, "I think you should leave."
Yeah. It's like, honestly, your homophobic rhetoric has been disgusting. What are you doing? They're homophobes.
I don't like what he says.
They're homophobes.
I don't like this guy. I think
Get out of my house.
He's the worst LoPriore. Get him out of here.
Dude, that's gotta be the cover.
Yeah, that's a good clip.
No, Jackie boy.
He's a good boy.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think every now and then, like it's just air
Gay
humping.
basher.
There's no like real contact. It's just gay humping, like just air humping. But every now and then, I think they get close to each other's anus, and you see they get pissed. He's
Oh, dude.
like, "What the fuck, man? I thought we were just kidding."
The other day, Silvio and Tony were wrestling, and Silvio was laying on his back, and Tony's fucking ball. He teabagged the shit out of Silvio.
Oh, did he?
Dude, he took his fucking balls and literally shoved them right down Silvio's fucking snout.
Oh my god.
And Selena and I were both watching it happen.
Yeah.
Silvio was about to take the biggest fucking bite.
Oh,
of
so
his
you were like, "Don't
nutsack.
do it."
We're like, no!
Yeah.
We both went, no!
Yeah.
Yo, when I tell you that this dog could not have placed his fucking nuts any better into this fucking dog's mouth. Yo, it was crazy. Like, Selena and I were having a conversation, but the whole time we're watching his testicles.
Look at
like,
these two.
We're like, yo, this is kind of wild. And as soon as his fucking nuts landed in his mouth, we were like, no.
Yeah, because you were like, it's gonna end in a chomp.
Chomp down on his
Yeah,
fucking
so-
sack.
This will be the last story, and then we'll wrap it up. So, oh God, 2 hours, 17 minutes? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that was a good one.
All right, so I wake up around 5:30 in the morning
Yeah.
just to go to the bathroom, not to start my day. Don't get crazy. People are going to think this was like a David Goggins story. It's not. You know what I mean? I woke up at 5:30 in the morning. When I go to the bathroom, I don't know what it is when you wake up, like not all your senses are there. Like you
Right.
can't see as well, you can't hear as well, you can't smell as well, you can't do like anything.
You're just
as well.
discombobulated.
Discombobulated. So I go to the bathroom, and I'm like, oh man. So I turn. I don't want to turn the light on because it's too dark. So I sit down and pee. I do a dark time sit down pee. So while I'm sitting in the dark peeing, right? I'm just like, oh. I'm like, yo, what the like my senses are coming back to me, right? And it's like becoming more and more prominent. I'm like, oh, like what is that, yo? So I'm thinking like, so I'm like, yo, like in my mind, this is where my mind went. I was like, oh my God, like my wife took a shit and didn't flush it. It stinks. I just like
You're sitting in
And
it.
you just cut it up.
Yeah, you know when you pee on poop and it gets
Yes,
crazy
yeah.
smelly?
It's soft. Yeah, and it goes.
That's what
you
I
activate it.
Yeah, so I said, oh my God, like that's what I'm smelling, bro. I'm like, oh, all right. So I finished peeing. I'm like, whatever, like this will traumatize me, but it's whatever. So I'm like, I go and I turn the light on and it's just pee. There's no shit in there, dude. There's no shit in the toilet. So the thing that I thought that I peed on poop is out.
Right.
Okay.
So I open the door, right? But I turn the bathroom light on because we're all asleep. It's like 4:30, 5:30 in the morning. The sun hasn't even started coming out yet. It's like just coming up. I'm like doing it more like because I don't have my glasses. I'm only going off my fucking nose. Yeah.
Like
I'm
a naked mole rat.
Yeah, like fucking Kenshi from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just like use your senses.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, oh, what the fuck, yo? So I'm like, oh. So I'm like, yo, now I'm looking for my phone. I have my phone. I turn the light on, right? And I'm looking. I'm like, yo, like, did Sylvia, like, shit in the bed or something? Like, what the fuck's that smell? I'm checking the bed. There's, like, no shit, right? And I'm like, still doing it, like, looking all over the place. I turn my fucking flashlight to Tony's fucking crate.
Oh,
And,
no.
yo,
It's just covered in it.
yo, you know, like Peanut Butter Kid, like, when the kid's like,
Yeah.
da.
Yeah.
That's what Tony was. Yo, his whole body was engulfed in diarrhea shit.
Oh, poor dog.
damn.
Yo, he shit all over his bed. He shit all over himself. The poor fucking animal had shit all over him, dude. You know, like
terrible.
You know, like when they have like those like where they pour oil on ducks and then clean them with Dawn
Yeah,
soap
yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
commercials. That's what he looked like. Yo, he was covered.
Is it like a
He was covered in fucking shit.
like Bob Saget and Dumber and Dumber? He's like, there's shit everywhere, shit all over the walls.
That's what it was, bro. Yo, we just got him a new bed like 2 nights before. And he
Dunzo.
shit all over it.
When was this?
Like fucking 6 hours ago.
Oh, it was recently.
yeah, bro. Before I got here.
dude, thank God.
So yo, he shit. Yo, he shit everywhere, son. Everywhere.
Did you wake Selena up?
No, she wasn't there.
Oh, she was gone already.
She was gone already. So I'm like, yo, like she's like away having fun, and I'm just waking up to fucking shit. So you know, I mean, in my mind, she left like a few hours before, or the day before. I can't remember.
And she knew it, and she was like, "Fuck that, I'm out of here."
Yeah. So
He'll
I'm
figure
just
it out.
like, yo, like, what's my first thing? Like, what do I even do? Like, what's my first course of action? So my first course of action was, I have to get him
Into the shower.
immediately.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna open the fucking thing,
And he comes bolting out of that thing.
bro. He comes bolting out, but I grab him, like I grab
Yeah,
him
because
so hard.
he's gonna trek shit all through
Yeah.
the fucking house.
So I grab him by his neck, like the back of his neck, like where their moms grab them. And I'm grabbing him. Yo, as I grab him, I just see fucking poop come out the side of my hand.
It's just oozing out.
Oozing out like yo, he was covered in shit. He was covered in shit.
Jesus.
Yeah. So I had to pick him up like this with one hand here, and then I'm holding like literally his asshole.
Yeah,
because-
the epicenter of
yeah,
shit.
I'm going
Ground
like this.
zero.
I'm
Yeah.
like, "Ah, rah." So I throw him into the fucking. I throw him into the fucking bathtub. I start running the water, and like clay, it's coming off of him like huge chunks of shit. I'm fucking dry heaving the whole time because he smells like fucking shit. you
Was
know?
he like sleeping in it or something? Or
So what happened was he got tested. He had Giardia, which is something that dogs get from smelling certain like they can get it from puddles. It's been raining a lot.
Oh, no shit. And it's bacteria in the
It's
water.
bacteria in the water, and they smell it, and it goes up through their nose, and they could get like they get diarrhea.
Yeah.
So he must have shit all over himself in the middle of the night, and he probably woke me up. That's what probably woke me up at 5:30 in the morning to be like, oh, like he probably made a sound.
Yeah.
But the whole time he's not making any noise. He must have just shit himself and got so comfortable that I was dead asleep. Like he was like, I just have to live in this shit. Yo, my man was in the corner
just covered in doo. Damn,
Like
that
nowhere
must
to
have been
lay
a
down.
fucking. That must have been a
poor
nightmare
dog.
seeing that.
Oh my, it was like The Shining. It was
I just
terrifying.
learned something new too. Now I'm not gonna fucking let any dogs near fucking puddles.
Yeah, don't let them smell puddles. You know what I mean? And he loves his crate. Like if I'm like, yo, Tony, go home. He's like, all right, fuck it.
All right,
And
let's
he
go.
runs
I'm
in
outta
there.
here.
He opens it with his nose and lays down. Bro, when I tell you that this cleanup was the worst, that shit was like I needed Harvey Keitel from Pulp Fiction.
Yeah,
to
you
get
need
out
the
of there.
wolf.
I needed
Yeah.
the wolf. Like there was shit everywhere, bro. When I tell you,
Shit puppy storage.
yo, shit puppy everywhere, bro. Like, and I'm just looking around, just being like, yo, I don't know how I'm gonna do this by myself. Like, I'm frantic.
Right.
So I'm cleaning him off of shit.
He's shaking in the shower.
He's
Shit
shaking
water's
shit
flying
water. Like I'm giving him this huge bath. Like I'm cleaning him. I'm cleaning. Yo, I went and like from the base of his ass and like did his tail to clean it, bro. That shit looked like old sand.
Yeah.
Like it was so gross. So I gave him an amazing bath, but now it's like, oh, like he's mad clean. Like thank God. I completely forget that this entire bed is full of shit.
Oh.
And if you guys have never heard about diarrhea dog shit, it's like boogers.
Yeah,
It's like
mucus.
It's mucusy and
it's
thick.
It's
Yeah.
mucusy and thick, bro. And it looks like if you put like congealed, like you put like bacon somewhere and it congealed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was spraying his bed with water and just congealed doo-doo is rolling down off into the fucking
Why
bathtub.
didn't you just throw it out?
Because the reason I didn't throw
You
it out
just got
is I just got it and it's removable. Like you
yeah.
could do it, but I was like, yo, like at least give me a shot because I know my wife's gonna be mad if I just throw this shit in the garbage.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
she's gonna be tight.
Yeah, should like make some kind of effort.
Yeah, make some kind
How
of
long
effort.
did the whole cleanup take you?
Oh, 3 hours.
Oh fuck.
Yo, 3 hours, bro. 3 hours. I had to wash the doo-doo bed by hand first, then put it in the washing machine. Then I ran that shit like 3 times the washing machine because I didn't want any like leftover doo-doo particles just
In
chilling.
the washing machine, yeah.
Yeah, so I had to do the whole thing. I had to scrub like the crevices of it. Just had little doo-doo deposits. And
How's
shit.
he doing now? Is he still shitting? Was he still shitting all over the place like when you walked him later?
Yeah, he was. But I got the medicine that he needed. Shout out to Bond Vet.
They gave him like some dog like Pepto.
Yeah, it's like it's not called Gardasil because that's for like HPV, but it was called like it's something that sounds like Gardasil.
Okay.
For dogs to use. So yeah, he was able to do that. But I'm telling you, bro, like
Poopy boy.
I thought owning two dogs was gonna be like easy. It's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Owning 2 dogs is a fucking nightmare.
tough,
So
yeah.
like now I have to go home now and walk him. God, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. But before we get out of here, I wanted to say that what the hell was I gonna say? I had something to tell you guys, but I forgot. Oh my God, I hate when I do this. It was something. It was something about. Tuesday we're going to T-Pain.
Yeah, Tuesday
Yes.
we're gonna
Are
go
you
meet,
coming too?
We're
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
go
going.
meet
Yeah.
T-Pain.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
you see the support
That's what
team you got rolling with you?
T-Pain,
We're mobbing
gonna
in that
meet,
bitch.
We're gonna go meet T-Pain for the. We're gonna go see his show.
Yeah, we're
and
gonna
then
go see
we're
him
gonna go
perform,
meet
Rooftop
him.
17.
I look
Him
forward
and
to
his-
it.
Shout out to
man.
Amber.
yeah.
Amber, his wife, got us in.
She's the
Pam Pam.
best.
And yeah, Tuesday when they see the show, or is it Monday? Everyone sees the show. now?
Tuesday they see the show.
So Tuesday, you guys will be watching the show, and we'll be getting ready to go see T-Pain.
Yeah,
And
I'm
it's gonna be a
excited
big
about it.
deal for me because
It
I
is.
haven't been to a concert or go in a crowd
Yeah.
like that.
No,
in a
I'm
million
proud of you, man.
years, so.
And you're gonna have us, bro. We're gonna be
Yeah, it's gonna be
perfectly fine.
it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna have a blast, and I get to meet my team and meet people that are. It's more than just T. There's people that are part of the team that are on my team that I
Yeah.
haven't even gotten to
Yeah.
fucking meet yet. So
That's awesome. But also, where can everybody find you on the internet, bud?
Michael _ LoPriore on most things.
All right. And Jared, where can they find you on the internet?
Jared LoPriore at Instagram. I gotta start setting up some new social media accounts. I think.
Yeah, you need a TikTok
I need to grow- I need
and
to
a
grow up.
Threads. Get a Threads. I like
Threads.
Threads. I like Threads.
Thread.
Threads has been good.
Yeah, at Daniel LoPriore everywhere. My Threads you can find through my Instagram account, but I think it's like at Daniel LoPriore. I don't know how it works yet. And then yeah, if you go to my link in bio, my Instagram, I have some stand-up dates in there, so go and check those out. Love you
Yes.
guys, and we will see you next week.
Peace.
Deuces.